Black Oni.
You're now listening to the Black Oni podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I hope you all are as excited as I am to get into this podcast. The podcast has been picking up a lot of steam on Twitch lately, so if anyone's listening in or watching after the fact, do know that it is lit on the live show. You can ask questions in the Q&A section and be a part of the community as we're all just talking about what's going on. So, with that said, I want to take a moment to introduce all three of our guests for today's show, including a new face. Well, not a new face, because we've collaborated before on a bunch of stuff, but this is the first time we're having her on this podcast, and hopefully not the last. So,
of course.
We're gonna kick off with our boy Dream Manifested over there, looking a little pixelated, but that's okay.
Hey.
Ooh, I told you, man. I told you.
What we're not gonna do is try to shit on my camera quality. If you don't know, but I'm sure you already do know, I am Dream Manifested, the man, the myth, the legend, the harem king, the man with the plan. You know what I'm saying? Fellow lockhead extraordinaire. Dream Manifested on all social media platforms. Check me out.
Hey, so definitely go follow him. Dream Manifested on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on the Instagram, on the my OnlyFans, what?
Yo, we were just talking about, I'm glad that you picked that up.
Yeah.
As we went live, you're like, Andy, I'm like, yo, Theo, let's start a fans only. And then it just, we're live. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Perfect timing and a perfect transition into our other guest. It's Yoru.
What's going on, everyone? I don't have an intro as great as Dream Manifested, but it's your boy. I started painting jackets. I have a little Maple Story jacket back there. I've gone down the rabbit hole of like painting, sketching, and everything, and I'm gonna start posting things live. So yeah, check me out on Instagram. It's Yoru, ITSYORU, and if you're a big Witcher fan, you're about to see some shit.
Yes.
I got permission to. I do not know that. Now I know.
What up, Tony Fury?
And last but certainly not least, in the hot seat for today's episode, we have Red Infamy.
What is going on? It is your master geetress, Red. But yeah, I'm happy to be on here, chat it up with y'all and stuff. And great I haven't spoken to you in a minute, so
yeah,
that's another great thing.
It feels good to talk again. Yeah. We're gonna.
Shikamaru going on?
Wait, say it again.
You like Shikamaru?
I know,
right? He's just like, guys, you don't understand.
You gotta put it up. Now that he got a little bit of hang time, he's like, I bet I'm gonna put my hair up real quick for y'all.
I had to start over. Okay. I just gave you the story. You know what? I'm about to eat half of a cookie.
That's fine.
Sponsored by Reese's. No, okay.
It's 17 pack of Reese's.
I feel called out, bro. Come on.
I mean, I just threw a number out there, and if it was accurate, it was accurate. And if it wasn't,
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm addicted to sugar.
Hi, Chris. What do you think is like the perfect game? This is for our ice. Oh, I'm gonna do the proper icebreaker. Hold on. This is for our. Oh wait. Icebreaker. The bleep. Yeah. Whatever. Fine. What game?
I guess it was the icebreaker.
Okay. What game should all people get to pass the time during COVID-19? What do you think is like the perfect game to just like let yourself get lost in during this time where nobody's supposed to be going anywhere?
Red, you want to take this one?
Oh, they ain't gonna throw her out there already for the first shit.
Oh, you know how we do
I mean,
trial by fire.
For me, it's my backlog period. Like, my backlog is stupid. So during this time, I get a chance to make time and not any excuses to actually finish these games. That is just piling up because, you know, it's a gift. And I won't even say it's a curse, but being in the industry and getting a chance to review games, they start to pile up and you got to kind of move on to the next. So I would just say just backtracking to your backlog and maybe finishing some franchises you kind of wanted to get into, like a collection of games. One of my good friends, he like did the whole Final Fantasy. So yeah, stuff like that. I would say to go after.
Damn.
That's a really good answer. I mean, it covers a lot, but it also, like, I think we all have that problem where
Yeah, we do.
we
Yeah,
have
we
mad
fucking
games
do.
we never finished.
So the moral of the story is check your backlog and start from the top down, boys and girls. Because I mean, I know all of us probably like have had those games where we're like, oh, I'm definitely gonna play this when I have more time. Now we got more time. We hit our Steam. We go to library. You're about to play the game, and you're like, nah, fuck it. I'm putting on Overwatch or something like that.
It's so easy.
So guilty of that.
So Chris, since you put Mika in the hot spot right away, we're gonna have you answer the question next.
All right. RPG wise, man, this is an original way back in the day. If you can find a way to play this game or both of these games, I talk about it not a lot, but definitely Seikoiden.
Okay.
Very, very classic PS1 game. I would recommend the shit out of that. That's one of those games where you're logging in about 25 to 35 hours. Very unforgiving JRPG elements, and it comes together, and you're just like in the story. You're like wrapped up. But play the first two. After 3, it just. Yeah. But I mean, if it's accessible by Steam, I would definitely. If you're looking for a grind, Final Fantasy 14 I hear is really, really grind heavy. I started up Maple Story again just because I was painting that, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm like super addicted, and I'm like, I go back in and I'm like, fuck, this is bad. It's not good. It's not good. But yeah, I got so many more, but I'm gonna let Dreams Pixelated over here do it.
The Pixel Dream. Hey.
First of all, again, let me tell y'all something. It's because y'all's internet can't keep up with all of this bits that are coming out of my camera right now. And
Okay.
this is like a 1,000-bit camera, so.
Glad we established that.
Now, as far as what to play during this COVID here, well, if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII in the past, because maybe you were too young to appreciate turn-based like some of us, that's including me. Go ahead and play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm trying to be as thorough as possible, so I'm nowhere near close to done, to my knowledge. I don't know. I might be. I don't know. I just hope it's not like, because God of War, I literally beat the game on stream and didn't realize it. The next thing I had to do was just watch a cutscene and I was done. Hey, I see that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna just flash that and then like put it down like we didn't see that.
I gotta unbox it tonight.
Damn.
I gotta unbox it today.
Yeah. You got
Just
to
real
collect
quick. Yeah, I feel you.
Still in the box and everything out.
I'm not gonna stun again. I might do it later.
I'm not gonna do it again, but maybe later.
We're gonna have a little discussion about Final Fantasy VII. I know you hadn't gotten to it yet, so we're obviously not gonna spoil anything, but
Right.
in the like what we've been playing section of the podcast, it'll be good to kind of give like a synopsis of what we're thinking about it, how we're feeling about playing it, and even from your perspective, since you haven't played it yet, like what that's been like to see your timeline just like flooded with Final Fantasy everywhere.
It's true. It's true, man. You know.
Yeah. And then outside of that, just to plug some of our wonderful gaming creators like Sony, you know, they have the Uncharted box available for you from when? What was it, from the 15th to what? May 17th or something like that?
Some
like
ridiculous shit. Yeah.
Something like that. So they have that as well as Journey. So that's 4 games that you
free?
can just for free $3.99.
Hey.
Speaking of, I need to finish.
Critically acclaimed games.
Mm.
Let's make sure we say that, because we got some people recently that was like, "Oh, we came up with these games for free for y'all now," and they like, I'm like,
You know, is there a particular game that is in that list that you are thinking of?
Too? You saying that is not?
Damn.
So yeah, Crackdown 1 and 2.
Oh wait, they made those for free?
Yeah, now they have. I think they have it now on for free for a certain amount of time. But, like they're not. That Crackdown is not a bad game, but it's like y'all could have gave something else for free.
Yeah, it's not the equivalent of Uncharted.
Yeah, give that Master Chief collection for free. Give it for free.
That's a
Give
banger
that for
right
free.
there.
Yeah. They ain't gonna do that.
Nah, it prints money. It prints money. You gotta the money train rolling. The money train rolling.
I mean, you're absolutely right though. I'm not the one making their decisions.
Yeah, I felt like they should have did that.
If it did, you know, Theo Oni, Padrino Oni would be up there. We need to release this shit.
I already got it, but I would have told everybody like, "Yo, download this shit now."
Yeah.
Oh my god, good times, good times.
My selection will be Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Mostly because I know almost everyone that I know who has that game has not finished it. Like a majority of the people, I should say. And not to say that they didn't want to or they don't like it. I think it's a beautiful game, but I still haven't finished it. I still ain't done with it.
I haven't.
What's your reason for that? Not being there.
What's my reason? There's two reasons. One is because I got distracted by other games. Like that's
the
real
usual thing.
The usual thing.
Yep, the usual.
And two, I want to stream playing that game as much as possible, but I also know that
thing.
Yeah.
That's another factor that keeps us from playing. We want to stream it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Then we gotta like find a time and like schedule it out and make sure that everything's gonna work for that, and then you do it, and then you find out maybe not as many people watched you playing that game as you thought they would have been. So now it's like, damn, I gotta go back to this so I can get more people watching and blah blah blah. So that's probably the other biggest reason. Like I actually keep the Switch out there in the living room for most of the time because me and my lady will play, you know, Overcooked, or we'll play Smash Bros Ultimate. As of recently, I've been like teaching her more about that. She's been getting into it.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm trash at Smash.
Hey, but if you're looking for people to play with who are various skill levels,
okay.
I mean, Bovice, you already know he's like a beast at that game. But like, I learned a lot by playing with him. So maybe you'll learn a lot by playing with me. I don't know.
I'll play with y'all.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of fighting games, you know I do have Tekken on PC now, right?
Ooh.
Who is that aimed to?
The person that has Tekken on PC.
That's you, bro. That's you.
I
Bro.
have it on PC?
Yeah.
Since when?
You told me you had it on PC.
I said I got a code for PC that I gave away.
I mean, we can make a party on PlayStation, yo.
You got a knife. Take that shit away from him. Oh my god, that was too good. Oh my god.
I already cut myself yesterday.
Let's get a lobby rolling.
Oh my god.
You play Tekken too?
I got it. I love Tekken. Tekken is one of my favorite fighting games.
Alrighty.
Damn, Siren just calling you out, just saying Dream toxic ass on Tekken, save yourselves. Oh, shout out. That was beautiful. That was
called you out with the quick. She like it took 3 seconds for her to type that in the chat. 3 seconds. We said Tekken and she was like, don't even.
Bro, no, she didn't even. We just said tech and then she was just like
the cat gif. I mean,
damn.
listen, if all right, we're gonna make a new goal for our St. Jude campaign. By the way, we are running a campaign for St. Jude. If we reach our $300 goal, we have a team goal and I have an individual goal, and my individual goal is pretty low. I feel like it's possible. If we reach that 300, I will get Tekken 7 on PS4 and we'll run the Gambit. We'll run some games in Tekken 7. You heard it here first. If I make my 300 goal, I hope so, because I ain't trying to pay $60 for that.
On sale. I think it's on sale right now for like $10, if I'm not mistaken.
$10.
Amazon or the PlayStation Store?
Bro, let's go.
And then the DLCs are on sale because I know the spring sale is happening right now. So I don't know if they took some off and put some more. But yeah, for sure.
I will. You know, my unemployed ass will pay $10 for that game.
Shit, if we get
$10,
I'll buy you the damn game. What are you trying to do? I got the game.
I'm about to look on PlayStation right now.
Tekken.
Tekken. Man, it just says $50.
Yeah, I didn't see it for 10. That's why I should
I
have.
guess
Oh man,
I took that joint.
Damn,
They got
Took it off.
the
Because you
bait.
know, the sale they'll take games off and put it back on. So
Yeah. No, I
We'll see,
believe
we'll
you.
see.
I'm just mad.
I could game share.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes it doesn't work well though. Like for some reason, it only like I tried game share with Kesa on what's that game? Grand Blue Fantasy, and that game is dope. But we couldn't get game share to work, or like the game like when you do the PlayStation like second player game share. Anyway, couldn't get it to work on wired, only on wireless on my PS4. So like for some
You
reason,
talking about share play or game sharing?
share play.
Yeah, I'm talking about game sharing.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I'm down for that too. But if we can't play at the same time, if it's on
You should
that,
be able to play at the same time. Like my brother and I game share with my brother, and we play Destiny and all kinds of stuff.
Oh shit.
okay, what is shit?
So this game share is basically like the equivalent of what you would do on Xbox when you have each other's accounts, right?
Yeah, like I've been doing it since PlayStation 3. On 3, you was able to give like 5 people, I think, maximum.
Oh, now it's like 3 people, 3 accounts on PS4, I think, right?
I don't know. Let me know if that's something new with an update, because you only can do it to one. Like you only can have it, I think, set for one person, and then they have to like take turns and stuff. So
Damn, it was $10 4 days ago.
Yeah, Audio Lover just put it in chat.
Yeah, that sucks. It's all good though. We'll find it. We'll find it.
That's cheap.
That's okay.
Like I said,
I'll look for a deal code for him.
I'll stand by my word. If we make our $300 goal, I will get the game and we'll run some lobbies. So there's enough people here who play already. Like Ivan plays as well. I think Infamous plays as well.
She does.
Which is Infamous X1X, not Red Infamous. You know, why is everyone infamous now? Why every time be infamous after Red Infamous out here like, yeah, I set that shit up for y'all.
So the first time Infamous came around, you know, I read things the way they're written. So I was like, y'all stupid, y'all can't read this. As I'm famous. She was like, no, it's Infamous. I was like,
Yo, I can see how people mess.
That's fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
I get Red Infantry. I'm like, where's the T at?
I feel you.
I get Red Infamy.
yeah,
I'm like, I never.
Y'all just missed that I and N. Like,
Bro,
Infamy. I'm like, okay.
I keep getting called Itzy, and I'm like, y'all just disregarded like half of
that's
half
cute
of the
though.
name.
It's like
I know, that's why I'm like, okay, but I'm like, they're like, yo, Itzy, and I'm like,
They sound like a new Pokemon.
Yo,
I'm just like, I hate this. I'm gonna go home.
Yo, it's a Pokemon now. Let's go catch him real quick. Where's my Pokeball at?
You say balls? What?
They're Pokeballs, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, nah, I fell.
Didn't do none of, listen, Dream, listen.
I gotta ask y'all something, because I know that you guys are growing out your hair, but I started to too, because like there's no barbershop or anything open for right over here. But how in chat, how's your hair growing? How's your beards growing? How's that feeling? You know, because I mean, a lot of people don't they're just looking rough. They're looking rough out there.
Man, listen, I'm gonna
That's
tell.
why your dumbass got cut. That's literally why your dumbass got cut.
That is. So with his little knife twirling in his
you know
hands.
what I'm saying?
Yo,
It's
it'll,
just gonna cost.
I'm kidding.
bruh. If that happened on stream, first of all, yes. Second of all, like get this man the ambulance immediately.
just his face.
You just start seeing blood flying.
Like, is this real? This is
Oh
real.
man.
Oh, this is definitely fake, and then you just see it, guys. I can taste purple. I don't feel good. Get this man an ambulance.
It's dark.
So,
Audio Lovers says he's looking real rough too. Damn, I feel, man.
hey man, listen, I learned how to cut my own hairs a long time ago, so like I'm good. You know, I got my shit, you know, lined up.
See, I don't have a whole lot to deal with. I just kind of hit this up with their lecture rays before I got on. It's like it comes, but it ain't thick enough. It's just annoying at this point. It does get
I heard
itchy.
there's like a way to get it full.
First of all, that's a myth. Wait, what you talking about?
First of all, let me hear it though. Let me hear it.
There's like some weird gurus that like have certain techniques and ways to like fill in those lost patches. I've even seen like some of my friends that have had like the patchy, but they did certain things and now they have like a full beard, so it's possible.
So
It's kind of patchy.
the way it's gonna work is that like you're gonna. I mean, I'm not an expert on it because like my beard isn't like this. It was starting to get like that, but if you have argan oil, get some of that and massage it into your skin. You gotta be
I use that in my
gentle.
hair. I have argan shampoo.
Well then, put that on your face. I mean, not the shampoo. That's not gonna help you right now. But I mean, like the oil. If you got some oil, just rub it down, massage it in there. You know.
I like beards. I'm glad a lot of the guys like hip hop over here. He got his beard.
Yeah.
I love beards. I think beards is dope. And just trim it up and you're good. Like,
Yeah.
You know, beard is natural male contouring. Have you seen some of these dudes when you have a beard and you're like, damn, you pretty, shave it off and you're like, bro, you made
look
a
like a
mistake.
baby. Yeah. You look like a child.
I think it's great. Going back to how it should be. Y'all have your beards.
Yeah, my lady
like
for the
babies.
longest time was like against beards for the most part, but you know, once the thing is you have to keep trimming it, and sometimes I don't do that, so she'd be like, your beard is getting non-trimmed there. Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it like that for a little while.
I felt. Oh my god. But I mean, Dylan is the same way. She's just like, yo, fucking shave that thing. It hurts. And I'm just like,
It tickles.
Yeah.
A little thing.
Let's see if we can get some ASMR going on here. Wait, hold on. This is a perfect opportunity to get to know Red Infamy a little bit more. Once again, I know her pretty well, but I want to give y'all an opportunity to learn more about her as well. And you know, my guests, feel free to ask questions in between as well. So, in terms of going all the way back, what was the first game you remember playing?
The first game I would say remember playing is as far as like Golden Axe. That's like the first game I remember playing because I seen my father playing it and I seen these little characters on the screen, so I was like, I wanted to play too, but he tried to play me by having a controller not plugged in.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not moving. Like, I was a witty little kid, and that's like the first game I remember playing, because it was something that was co-op. You know, you got to play with someone. So that's like the first one that I remember like playing.
Mm-hmm.
right. I fell.
And what was your favorite game / series growing up? And how's it hold up today?
It'll be between Mortal Kombat and a game called Tomba that was on.
Oh, I remember that.
I love that.
So yeah, those two games, like my mom actually introduced me to Mortal Kombat. My father wanted to chime in and say I introduced him, but it was my mom.
Yo, where's that? Is he in the chat right now? Is he trying to talk that shit?
Shout out to the fathers that introduce their kids to gaming because I love that.
Absolutely.
My dad,
The parents in general.
parents
Yeah.
in general that just like, but there's a soft spot for it just right there. I love
Yeah,
it.
my mom actually introduced me to Mortal Kombat. My mom wasn't never like the parent. I guess you have to really kind of see what type of child you have to kind of grasp and I guess a gauge on what you can introduce to your kids and what you shouldn't.
Mhm.
But
Smart.
yeah, she introduced. We was at like back in the days, Sunrise movie theater here, in Valley Stream, Everybody would go to that in New York City. Well, that would be Nassau County, but that was a theater. And they had the arcades, like they had different cabinets. So before the movie would start, you had a chance to, play on the gaming cabinets, and to, shave some time and let some time go past. We played on there, and I was like, wow, like I was like, it's blood and ripping heads off. And I just thought it was cool. And trying to figure out fatalities when you got to put more quarters in. Mortal Kombat for sure. It was one of those games. And then Tomba was just, as a kid, one of those games I was like, wow, there was just so much to kind of do. And it was like side quests. Like that really introduced me to a lot. And that type of game that was supposed to be this kind of platformer, but it was like a venture. Mm-hmm. So, and I love the comic relief in that game. So as far as like even today, of course, Mortal Kombat has shifted to a whole nother level with gameplay. But yeah, those are the two games that for sure as a kid, I really enjoyed.
Have you played MK11?
Of course.
I mean, I had to ask the question. I had to ask. And when are we going to get on the sticks and play that? Because like I'm definitely down to play that.
No. Of course, MK11. I mean, I was the one who broke the story that Spawn was coming to Mortal Kombat, like 4 or 5 years ago. So that was like during Toy Fair here in New York City. Was talking with Todd McFarlane and stuff. Who was really cool dude. But yeah, I love the new Mortal. Like when they first like showed and revealed MK11 and we got to see Baraka with the X-ray, I was like, yo, this looks crazy. Like the blood, like the lighting in the game alone, like lighting is so important. I've been saying this for years before the whole ray tracing wave. I was like, lighting of course make things more realistic as far as how it look and the shading, y'all as an artist, so, and you too as an artist, so I was like, wow. So yeah, I love the way it plays. I love what they have improved on since the MKX. There were certain things in MKX I did not like. But they really improved on it for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that point too. Like, I love MK11, but I know like some of my fighting game friends, like I'll shout out to Ivan IR5, he loves fighting games, but he likes 3D fighting games because he likes the flexibility of moving in a space like that. And so it's harder for him to play 2D fighting games because he doesn't enjoy it as much. But like for me, MK is just, it's so dope. The only thing I wish that they did for it was crossplay, of course. Which there are rumors that they are looking into that. And like for a lot of the combos for characters, you have to dial them in, so you can't hit confirm the same way you can something like Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom or even Soul Calibur. Like the way that you got to go into your combos, you have to like commit to them right away. So
it will get dropped.
Yes, exactly.
It will cancel out on its own. I'm like,
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
It depends on the characters. Like for the longest, like Noob Saibot has been one of those characters that you really have to like play in a corner. Like that's like the only way to kind of get his mix-ups. And but he's moving. I hope they improve. Like I remember one time, like even with the Injustice series, because of course they stem a lot of the characters and make them influential on the DC characters and how they play. So I remember when Wonder Woman had came out, and I was like, yo, the way she is, of course, in the comics and the way we've seen her in cartoons and animated movies or even live action movies, the way she's playing the game is mad stiff. Like, it's like, y'all, I'm like, she has a movie coming out. Like, why y'all didn't do, like...
Why y'all doing dirty?
It pissed me off. She was just mad stiff with the sword and the shield. I was like, yo, you have to get it together.
Yeah.
So I actually spoke to Ed Boon and was like, yo, I don't know what your devs is doing, but please, can y'all please improve on Wonder Woman, because it's like her breakthrough moment. Of course, she's an iconic character in the DC comics, but on the game, she has so much flexibility that y'all should kind of expose. So
Yeah.
but I love the whole like NetherRealms. I love them.
Yeah.
I can't get into it.
Well, man, listen, it's because you ain't had nobody to teach you the ways. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had nobody to guide you through the steps on how to not only be thinking about Tekken when you trying to play this game.
No, wait. I played the what's this 11? So I played.
So
He said,
stalling.
No. I played 10 on Xbox One.
Oh yeah.
Me and the homies had that. You know, I was using Boraicho and someone else. I can't think.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like I like Soul Calibur more than like Mortal Kombat 11. I'm not the biggest fan of Soul Calibur.
So you're just you're basically a Bandai Namco fighter.
Yup.
I did. No.
Bamco.
I am. Well, yes, but I am also a fan of like Marvel's Capcom 2 was my shit. That was my shit in it.
That looks.
I want to get fighters. I just haven't yet because I want to learn that.
Dragon Ball Fighters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's Arc System, so like that's a whole. Like,
And Guilty Gear is cool.
Yeah, I'm about to say if you play Guilty Gear, then you should be fine.
I just need a fight stick because Guilty Gear is tough on the thumbs, boy.
It is.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
is.
it was wearing my thumb meat out.
Oh,
I need to draw that. I don't know why, but thumb meat. I don't know why.
you should draw it like
Got the-
Shit, I need to draw that.
Put a little. I don't even.
Bro, this is gonna be like the
appendage
greatest
off
podcast
your
ever, yeah. That'll be like a good fucking emblem right there, Jamil. I'm gonna draw you that. It's just gonna
Going
be
out thumb meat.
yeah, it's just gonna be called thumb meat. That's all it is. It's just gonna have like.
That's your new
I don't know
emote.
about it, but I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, use that. I got you.
Facts, G, I
But
got
I've
you.
had
dog.
a lot of people who play Tekken sometimes can't move over into kind of playing Mortal Kombat. That's how I feel. Like, of course, I play Mortal Kombat and Tekken, and I love anime fighters. But for some reason, I cannot grasp Street Fighter. Like, I just can't. The only Street Fighters I was able to play like that were the 2D ones. As far as like Street Fighter 4 and to 5, I'm like, yo, I gotta do this. And what's V trigger again?
Yeah.
And why I gotta do this to make this inactive? Like, it's just a whole different like meta game.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
I don't know. I'm just confused with it. But
I'll be happy to teach
I
you,
don't know.
even though I'm not a Street Fighter like expert, but like I know my shit at least to an extent with Street Fighter.
I'm tired of getting like bashed on by Hip Hop Gamer with his kin. He played yesterday. I did not win one set.
He ain't teach you how to like
It
do the
was
things.
15 straight. I'll ask. I
Okay.
like to kind of learn through playing, but I'll ask certain things. I was like, okay, well, how I do V trigger? But he plays as Ken so much.
Oh my god, yes. Because
that of course he only learns that character,
Yeah.
so it's kind of different.
So
Yeah.
who do you use on Tekken, by the way?
Well, you trying to
he's trying to
size me up?
size her up.
I just want to know who the main. I just want
He wants to know what to
Um,
prepare for. That's what it is.
He's just gonna go into
scared.
YouTube, just be like, how to counter this card. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is, if you have a strong defense, you have a wonderful offense.
Okay. I main mostly Bob.
Okay.
He goes on YouTube right now. Mm.
I'm about to do
I'm
this shit
trying to
myself.
get Chloe down, and sometimes I'll go to Fang.
That's what's up.
That's just him shitting himself.
Raven, but she's like she's kind of
Technical.
technical. She's very technical because she can do so much. I would love to learn Master Raven.
I feel you. I fucked with Raven a little bit, and then, like you said, it's just a lot.
She
Yeah.
does a lot. I'm like, oh shit, she turned around. Now I gotta do this. Like,
Don't give up your back. What are you doing?
yeah. So and then she could disappear. She can do a lot. She's a really dope new character. So I gotta learn her.
Yeah, I feel
What
like
do you
Tekken, you gotta study this game, man. You gotta like.
It's it's more framework to me with Tekken, in my opinion, and then the whole bounds and like Tekken Tag Tournament, I could not stand. But like, yo, it was just too much. I'm like, bam, boom, boom, boom.
I think that's the one that Oni was like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking with you in that tech. This bullshit."
Yeah. I watched the stream and it, like Dream is good at the game. So I watched the stream where somebody was messing you up and like it had you just in a constant juggle state with like switching characters in and out. I'm like, bruh, you didn't even get to play. Why are you enjoying this?
That's like the Marvel versus Capcom of like Tekken is the tag team because you can actually do a freaking infinite. And even on Tekken,
Damn!
I don't care what anybody say, freaking King,
Cheap.
he can do an infinite. Okay,
King has always been cheap. Always.
He's cheap. Like, oh my
King
god.
is like one of the easiest people to go against.
What?
Because people try to cheese the same thing. So if you know how to counter that specific thing, sure. But if they ain't cheesing that specific thing, good luck.
If they're a smart player that know how to play both sides of the fence, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to me.
That
Like,
fucking Nina and Anna, them hoes there. Oh, I can't stand them two there, boy. Oh, I can't stand them.
You can feel the rage in his voice from those two characters.
Literally, he just stares off into the distance like he's just like getting his ass whooped many a time. He's just
I don't
Hello,
like King
darkness,
fighters,
my
man.
old friend.
Who else is another character I don't really like to go up against?
How do you feel about Josie or fuck 'em wrong?
I haven't. I need to. I always mess his name. I'll be like, fuck a rum. But Josie is pretty cool. She's a really strong like character. I love the way they made her. I guess for the whole type of Philippine type of like Muay Thai situation, especially as a female character.
Mhm.
I love her like Bill. I even like going against characters, people that use her character. I haven't went up against Fukarubbaram yet.
Wait, is that his name though?
and-
Or is this your different interpretation?
No,
Interpretation.
it's fuck 'em wrong.
fuck around.
Fuck around?
Fuck around?
Fuck around.
Fuck around? Fucking around?
Fuck around? What you said?
Fuck around?
Fuck 'em wrong. FAHKMRAM.
Fukaram. Yeah, he's brolic. He look like an old decent guy.
Damn.
I don't
Which
even
is
know.
a Thai word. It
I'm
means
very scared to
thunder
type
or
that into
roaring
chat
sky.
right now.
Oh, he
Into-
looked it up. Thunder roaring style.
You fuck him around.
Thunder or roaring sky. It's a Thai word.
Tekken
So, I
7.
am a Josie main, so
Fuck.
because I used to be a Bruce main. And
Oh,
so
okay.
Josie was the quote unquote replacement, but she doesn't even practice Muay Thai. So I sucked it up and I used it, and now I got fuck 'em wrong, which is a little bit better. So I'm happy, I guess, because
Okay.
I got a little bit, but I still want Bruce back.
I heard Bruce may be coming back.
I don't see there's not a need at this point.
They might change his style up.
I'm gonna cuss Harada the hell out too.
I can see that happening, that they would bring him back, but they would change his style up a bit.
Yeah.
Because you gave Josie most of his moves, then gave Fakaram the other one. You gonna give him some completely new shit? Oh no!
I can see that happen. Like, oh, y'all asked for him, but y'all wasn't specific. So I can see that kind of happening for sure.
Mhm. That's all
But,
right.
Leroy, I wanted to try. I heard Leo. He got. Didn't he get like Did he get buffed or did they kind of
They nerfed some of his stuff.
him?
Yeah, because some of his stuff was too guaranteed.
This guy
So they
is
kind
black
of.
man. You see
they-
what's
Yeah.
happening, people?
I saw in the videos.
Yeah. He was OP though.
I don't have
This guy
Tekken, and
has
it
the
pisses
black
me off,
man.
but like I saw in the videos where they were like, "Yo, this character is busted. Look what he can
This
do."
guy that nerfed the black man. He out here looking like real Jesus, and they just, they just
Look.
nerfed the black man.
At least he made
All right.
it in. Bruce been over there looking through the window and shit. Hey, man.
Oh my god.
I am
Hey.
It was too good. Did
Yo,
they have
this
man
character,
in
oh
a
my
fucking-
God.
I know. Did they have him just like locked up? What is he, Nemesis? Holy
Right.
shit.
He might as well look at this guy. What
He's
the?
huge.
He got veins
Bro.
on veins. What the hell?
Bro, the size of his thigh is the size of my body.
He's towering over. What is this dude's name? Marduk?
Raleigh.
No, that's all cinematics. That's not factual.
Wait, what the? How did he get so tiny now? What the? All right, I'm done. I'm
He
done.
went
Next
from
topic.
his
Fuck this game.
Big just like a guy.
I'm
Big just like a
sleep.
guy.
Hold on, we're gonna rewind that shit real quick for
He
y'all.
literally said, "I'm asleep." Oh my god.
He in the cutscene, this man is looking up at him, right? Towering over him, and then in the gameplay, he's shorter than him.
Yeah.
What kind of? All right, I'm done. All right, next topic.
I've never seen him.
Well,
I've never seen such misleading shit. That was like, I was like, yo, this dude's nemesis, but like
That was
a
false
Muay Thai
advertising.
boxer.
Talk about misleading stuff in gaming.
What? This is the first time I've ever heard.
Get into it. I was gonna ask the next question, but I want to hear.
Misleading in gaming never happened before. This is the first time ever.
I just don't like I hope everything as far as the PS5 and the Series X really both of them have some really dope content
Right.
as far as the hardware. But I'm gonna need y'all third-party developers.
Can we? Yes. Same. Just like start talking like, this is what we're bringing launch titles. You know what I mean? Or just like
The
this is
launch
the power of it. Oh.
This is the power of it, but I just have something to say to one specific developer. Like,
Go do your thing.
Ubisoft. I love y'all.
Dude's gonna be their ass.
I knew it.
Ubisoft, the team at Ubisoft that I've met on the front lines as far as like promoting the games, and y'all are a really dope, awesome team. I love y'all. Like,
Shout out to Magnus. Shout out
y'all always
to
show Josh. Like,
yes, yo. Shout out to
Michael.
Alex, who used to work there. Yo, shout out to Andrian. Shout out to Holly.
Yep, Adrian. Y'all are dope. I love y'all. I love what y'all do. But the development team, I gotta say to y'all real quick, y'all are very, how can I say this? Advantageous on things that you want to do with different games. Like, okay, y'all have all the different Tom Clancy's and all this other stuff. I get it. But sometimes less is more with certain stuff. Less is more with certain stuff. And when y'all do actually come on stage, hopefully we get back to normal time. When y'all come on stage and show something, can we please have that translated on launch date? And then when launch date happens, can we have at least maybe 20 bugs? Can y'all trim it down to 20 bugs? I'm gonna just say 20 bugs.
They ain't have to be minor or major, just 20.
Saying. Just 20.
Damn.
I can take 20 bugs. All right. And can we not have each game mimic the other game? I understand, Ghost Recon came out, but that's taken from Far Cry. Can we just
Division.
have that?
In Division, yeah.
Yeah, like even the Division still came from what they was doing in Far Cry. Like, can we just have each game be its own game again? Like, y'all have strong titles, but can we have each game be its game again and not do a copy and paste whole like blueprint? That is getting annoying. Like, I'm like, okay, what happened to Ghost Recon? This is like I'm playing Division and Far Cry together.
Yeah.
Like, can we just have it back to where it was?
Yeah.
And can we please get a Prince of Persia? Thank you.
Let's go.
Man.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
They basically replaced Prince of Persia with Assassin's Creed. That's basically what
That's basically what happened.
That's basically what happened.
And then Series Fatigue destroyed that, dude.
I mean,
It's
I gotta
like-
say, Odyssey was a. I still have to finish that game, but that was a dope game.
Origins was great.
Origins was
Origins
awesome.
was amazing.
That was my actual first Assassin's Creed game because
Nice.
I would look at the others and be like, this is very repetitive. Like, I understand the story seems fire, but what you have to do in the game, I'm like, But Origins, that was dope, especially when they was getting things historically correct. That made me actually more interested in the game.
Right.
Long ass game, but it was really dope.
Yeah.
It was. I gotta.
And it's probably on sale too.
Fire. Yeah, I think the DLC too.
Oh, damn, nice.
And that leads actually into a really good question I had. What game could you see yourself playing over and over and over and over again and being fine with that?
And being fine with it over and over and over again.
And over and over.
Over and over again.
I guess the only game that would be practical and make sense would be Little Big Planet because I could just go on different dreams. Like,
Yeah.
because I can just go to all these different creators and just keep playing their different games, and that's just in one engine over and over again. So to keep things still creative afloat, I would just say like a Big Planet or Dreams. Media Molecule, yo.
Yeah, they be going
Sony
in.
got that talent. That's all I gotta say.
Seriously, they really do.
We gonna talk about that later too. There's a topic or two regarding that, but
Just one or two.
that's
Just
a
one or
great
two.
answer. It's a great answer. When and why did you become industry? When
Industry.
like,
How did I get into it?
yeah.
So, you know, I've been gaming for a long time, but what actually made me take a step further into it before saying, oh, I want to be in the industry, I just wanted to know who was actually creating the games that I love. So, like reading the different magazines, like I knew about E3 through the magazine and seeing it,
Yeah.
and just want to know who made this and why did they make it. And then from there on, as the internet, you know, going in forums and stuff, then I seen that there was people that was just like me, that spoke about games more than anything, you know, as far as their daily conversation. And of course you got your friends and life, but actually taking it way beyond like just who's your favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in the forums I would just go around and speak and shed my piece on things or debate with different people. What got me my steps into like the community and industry was actually when the tester first came out, and I was thinking about actually going on the tester, and from there on there was a forum where you can speak to the different people or people that was competing, and then I got to meet so many people that I know today. Treasy, he's one of my really great friends. He's the one who actually was like, yo, like the write for my platform. That's how I actually first started writing for a website, was Treasy. If y'all remember him, Treasy 504, the epic stuff, and then Iron Star, and back then with Jabin and Malik.
Yeah.
So that's how I actually got like my foot in to actually just start putting my thoughts on my passion of gaming onto like article form. And just when Twitter came about, which was like, I think after college, like in 09, 2010, I start really, I'm like, wow, I can talk more about, I don't have to go and log into a forum and find this sub forum or whatever. And Twitter was right there. And I used to talk about gaming all the time and topics. And that's how I actually got discovered by an editor from a major outlet. And just one day it was like, hey, they shouted me out, mentioned me, was like, yo, this woman right here, she really knows about gaming and stuff. Shouts out to Red Infamy. And like, I would say like 2 weeks or a week later, I got a DM. Like, he said a DM like, hey, I write, you know, I'm one of the editors at Black Enterprise, would like to write about gaming for us.
Wow.
And I was
Nice.
like, what? Like,
Amazing. Holy shit.
I was like, what? And he didn't ask me for any writing samples or nothing. And that's where I got my first professional step, Black Enterprise. And if y'all are unfamiliar about that publication, it's all about showcasing and shedding light to Black entrepreneurs. So the first story I actually did was for the creator of Ubi Land, and as far as Notion Games with Andrew. And I interviewed him first, and I interviewed a creator too. And yeah, I was bringing gaming to Black Enterprise, which was really, I was like, wow, dope. And that's what kind of set me, you know, as being a professional in the gaming industry, was making sure just I was there for the opportunity.
Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
really, that shows like your commitment to writing good articles, how you're getting your information and how accurate that is, and spinning it all in a way that people are like, wow, this is top notch. Let's dive in, let's see more stuff. And then the opportunity came and it's like amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, just put yourself out there. Like I always tell people, a lot of people ask me like how you get into the industry. And I'm like, nowadays you can make your own opportunity. When I graduated from college, like I have a degree in marketing. I don't like, of course I know how to market and do different things, and I'm helping friends or even myself,
Right.
Consulting wise, but it was so damn hard getting like a job at an agency. Like there was, every time I'm interviewing, it was, well, we'll get back to you, or yeah, we did have it for you, and no, we don't have it anymore. And so I felt very offended as a Black woman. And during that time, I met Hip Hop Gamer, and he was like, well, just make your own opportunity. And that's when I started. He was like, how about you be like Miss PR? Because I wanted to be in public relations.
Yeah.
And so I started doing like press releases for gaming. And that was still during the time where before I got discovered, but I was just doing press releases in gaming, putting them on Gamer Sutra, if you all are familiar with Gamer Sutra.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
But yeah, I would put my press releases on there and just like gaining my own like my own opportunity, and then I would work with him and put in press releases with him and stuff. So I would say nowadays, since the internet, we have all like, it's just so much right at our fingertips.
True.
You create your own opportunities. If this is a song you want to make, you can record the song right on your Yeti or whatever mic, your phone, your pocket, whatever podcast you want. Nowadays, you don't have to look for someone else to give you a yes. You can make your own yes. So
Yes.
I like that a lot.
that's
It's
what I did.
Yeah, and not obviously not to take away from your experience as well. Like, in that statement that you said about like how it was offensive at a lot of times, where you would just be like, oh, we'll get back to you, oh, you know, maybe later, or something came up. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that in a lot of ways. Like it's definitely a lot more prevalent when it happens to women of color, especially because like of all the issues that kind of
We got
came.
2 strikes.
2 strikes, right? So it's like,
Don't let you have an accent. That might be a good thing.
Oh,
Or a bad
yeah,
thing.
bad
It might
thing,
be,
right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
a bad thing, but yeah, as definitely as a Black woman, of course, men get more opportunities, and even a Black or Hispanic man would get more opportunities. But as a woman, it's like, yo, it's like for real.
yeah.
And if you're not light, you know, as well too.
Yep.
So there's so many different things, but it's good to know. Like some people, like, I'm not thinking about that. There's nothing wrong with thinking about that, because then you know how to get over it. You remember it because you know what you're going against. But also take that and let it fuel your fire on what you can do and kind of overcome it. So I still gotta have that in my head to this day. There's so many things that have been a pushback even up to now, that I'm like, I gotta keep going. I gotta make it happen. People that was close to me would do crazy things, or people I've worked with would have done crazy. I'm like, I'm just keeping going. Like, just keep it going.
Your path forward. There it is.
Yep. And work with some cool people like y'all. So that's basically what you gotta do.
No, it's true. Jesus, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And you know, we had to get real on y'all for a second, because you know, there's a lot of people
Well, you
who
put
won't.
something.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but you put something so beautifully. You literally said, "Let it fuel you." Yes, 110%. Because there's people that are just like, well, maybe that's it. That's the end of the line. When you're like, nah, that should be like, nah, that's my jumping off point. Watch me. You know, keep your eyes on me, because this shit's about to hit the fucking fan. And I'm like, wow, that's.
Yeah, you have to, because nowadays, especially with social media, a lot of people like to compare themselves to other people, and that kind could sometimes that brings out insecurities.
Yeah.
But like, look at what other people are doing and have that as a some type of pinpoint for inspiration.
Right.
It could be right on your level, below you, above you, however your mindset is, but it's just that for inspiration and get things popping on what you want to do.
Yeah, the journey is different for everybody too. It's not like some people who start streaming like get 50 people watching them in a month. Some people, it takes 5 years for them to get that. So like I'm
still struggling with views. I'm like, hey,
Me
2
too.
people.
Yo, real shit. I don't know how Will isn't partnered. I don't know how Dream Manifested isn't partnered. I have no fucking clue. Like, it's kind of like one of those shocking things where you're just like, that's some bullshit, because you see the charm, you see the eloquence, you see how dedicated they are to the craft. But like Will said, it's just
content is there. I wouldn't even worry about, like, I know some people, they made that a goal, but I wouldn't even worry about it. Like, if it happens, it happens. If y'all get partnered or not, y'all just know that y'all have a platform where there are eyes on some form of fashion, and that's it. Y'all are actually manifesting whatever y'all want out to the open to everybody. And if y'all get partnered, y'all get partnered. But there's certain people like, damn, I didn't get partnered.
right.
I'm like, so?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
it's
Shit, I'm
hard,
just happy when I mess around and get a payout.
yeah.
y'all have so many fans and people that are supporting y'all, you know what I'm saying, with donations or sharing or just being there. So you never know who might just slip into your stream one day.
Exactly.
Because there's people like, I didn't get partnered, so I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were one day off
person.
from one other.
If I had done that,
one day.
people would have been so mad.
Right? Like you bring up another good point. You never know what eyes are on you. So like this is for the people that are struggling, that are kind of like at their wits end, just going, you know what, it might be time to, call it quits. Remember, you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this for a platform so you can talk about gaming, what it means to you, enjoying games, moving forward with it, man. You never know. One day there might be someone that just has the right connects, or even the right person that just comes in and is just like, yo, this person knows exactly what they're talking about. They appreciate the art. They appreciate it a lot. All right, let's see if we can go in there. Let's see if we can offer them something. And then you get an email, and it's just like, hey, I want to talk to you. Blah, 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 I'm this and that. And you're like, if I quit one day before or a week before, this never would have happened.
Never would have happened. Or even people you might meet. Like I had to tell a friend
It's true.
of mine, shouts out to Crunk Girl. I remember a long time ago, and this is when I actually just started. This was going to be my very first con, which was PAX East. And I was like, she was going through some stuff, and I was like, to get away, why don't you just go to freaking PAX? If I gotta help you get there, whatever, just go. You never know who you might meet. And she was able to meet developers and people in the industry and community.
I love that.
And she was coming all the way from South Carolina all the way up to,
Weren't we on a podcast with her together?
I think so.
Yeah.
I probably saw Crunk Girl Sam Lim.
Yeah, I think I remember. The way you just said that was like, I remember.
She got the whole Southern drawl.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you never know. So like recently, I got a care package from Butterfinger, and when I got the email, I was like, of course I'm in the gaming industry and I interview people, but I'm not consistent the way I want to be. I am out there in these streets of gaming, but I just need to be, I know I need to be a little bit more consistent. And I was just surprised because I don't have like huge numbers or anything like that. And I was just surprised that they recognized me. I was like, wow, but the only way they was going to recognize me by me having some type of content out there. So for everybody, don't be frugal with your gifts and your talents. Sometimes you may not get paid, it happens, but at least you're paying it forward to yourself. And you're actually putting your content out there and showing that, okay, this is what I can do. I can draw. I have this personality. I can cosplay, so that means I can act in some way, form. I can
become that character,
Yeah, I could become this cat. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
Like I become the character.
Yeah.
I know how to sing. You know what I'm saying? Or I know how to get people together and be a project manager. You never know. Like you just never know. So, I just love on these different platforms. We kind of build our own little villages or help each other out and collabing, but I just think it's really dope. But don't be frugal with your talents. And if you like, damn, I don't want to look at myself, because I was looking at, I did a podcast recently with my friends, and this is the first time us doing like a podcast together, and everybody was looking at each other like, damn, I don't like the way I sound.
Is that Andrew?
And I'm like, no, not with Andrew. It's some of our friends here in New York.
Okay.
And we gotta edit it. Y'all let us know how it is. We're just sharing our passions of, geek stuff, gaming, sneakers, and also like
sneakers. You say sneakers? Sneakers, you say?
Oh yeah.
Wait. Are you really?
Yes, she is.
Oh my god.
Yes,
She's from up north. Come on now, you know how y'all
Shut your ass up. You ain't a sneaker nigga. All right then.
Hey, that doesn't mean anything. I know.
Literally, all right. We gonna talk because I'm a huge sneakerhead too. I got All right, real quick. This one's for me, for you.
Okay.
Favorite model of all time for any sneaker. It could be from 1s all the way up to 23s. Anything.
Favorite model. My favorite model. Okay, I love Jordans. I love Jordans for sure. I actually don't have a lot of Jordans right now. It's been Air Max.
It's a 90s kind of day.
She always tell me Air Max or Air Maxes. I say Air Maxes, but she told me stop saying that.
Is it Air Max? I call them Air Maxes all the time.
I always said Air Maxes. So she like,
Wait.
What's up?
So if you say like I got my Air Maxes on, like you could say that, can't you?
Yeah, because I was like, it's called Air Jordan. It's not called. So why I can't say I got my Jordans? Like,
Exactly.
When she said Jordan, I had to kick that knowledge to her real quick. Shouts out to Minnie Feet Lee. All right, we trying to get her. She's a really dope sneakerhead as well. That's my sister right there. But I would say actually the 12s, the Air Jordan 12s. And it's so funny because I never owned a pair of Air Jordan 12s, but I love the Cherry 12s. Those are a grail that I really would love to acquire. I don't know if it's ever going to come back out again.
It's not going to get rich.
Michael Jordan did get shucked and shaked in those 12s by Allen, as far as Allen Iverson. But yeah, those are one of my favorite models. And of course, the second one would be actually the Air Jordan 4s. I love the bread 4s. Some people call it the cement 4.
The cement 4. Nah, it's bread. It's bread.
I never call it that.
It's always yes. You know your shit. I love it.
So weird. But yeah, I love calling them the bread 4s. Those would be. It's so comfortable, but the 12s is because I got to watch Jordan play in those. So
beautiful, dude. Oh my god.
But yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh my lord. That makes me so happy because like usually it's me and another friend that we do fashion. We do a lot of fashion photography and just like trying to mix in a lot of like tech with like athleisure and like I like this. I like this a lot. But
so,
yeah, no.
So the crazy part is, I don't know. Should I even tell people this? Like, are you trying to keep it a secret? I feel like you posted about it. And that's how I knew about it.
What happened?
You had them PlayStation shoes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
you too?
No. Okay. So the PlayStation sneakers. I'm still waiting for my damn.
Really?
Nike. Okay. So,
Nike.
So I was at E3. I forgot his name, but I bumped into someone at a Fortnite event party. Like Logic was there performing. They made it look like Fortnite. It was fly.
Right.
And I was like, wow, he had on a Kira Supreme shirt. And that's like one of my favorite. That's what
I wore that the podcast before. Actually, I was wearing on the podcast last time.
Wow.
The Supreme one with they just taste like sugar one. I'm like, I love it.
Wow. But yeah, he had the shirt on. And I was like, yo, I love a kid. And I was like, yo, I really was trying to get that. Then I looked down on his feet. I forgot what he was wearing, but he was wearing some heat. And I was like, yo, bars. And he was like, and then he was like, I was like, yo, your fit is mighty nice. You know what I'm saying? So you got the heat going on right now. And then we just had a conversation on sneakers. And he was like, yeah, I work for Nike. I used to be with such and such. I was like, oh, wow. And then he knew Gerard. And then we just had like a dope conversation. He was like, yo, I think I got some more. I was like, it was that year when I was trying to get the PlayStation.
For the Air Force Ones at the at E3. Yeah.
And I was like, I walked around the place a couple of times. I'm like, but I got some appointments to go to. I'm like, damn. So I tried to get a friend to see if they was able to get it for me. Did not work. I went way early than expected.
Yeah.
So I was tight for the drop. So I was like, yo, I was trying to get those. I was like, yo, I might have some pairs. He was like, give me your information. And I was like, okay, cool. He got my information. He got Gerard's information. Mm-hmm. Guess who got the only?
Was it?
Gerard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Gerard got it only. And then like a recent E3, he was like, yo, I got a pair for you. I was like, oh, really? Size 8?
I met up with you at E3 when that happened too. That's when I remembered. Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, yo, size 8. So I still didn't get him yet, but hopefully I can still, because I am going to remind him.
Okay.
Please do.
But yeah, those were dope. Like those
they
were
really were.
Fire.
They were. I feel you because one of my friends worked for Square Enix. at the time, 2018, and I was like, bro, I don't know how to tell you this, but I will send you the money. I will do all this and stuff. I just need you to please just go to the line, because that's the first year that like they were doing it there, and then I didn't go, so I was like, yo, I will.
Yeah.
He's like literally the worst timing. I have one interview set up at that time with, and I was like,
Wow.
I was like, okay. I had to swallow it. I was like, okay, that's fine. Cries in PGs though.
They need to re-release them or something.
Yeah, people are
Something
losing
they
their
need to
minds
do.
for them.
They
Minds.
Bro.
need to either do like a PlayStation 1 type of situation.
Oh, yeah.
Or something they need to do again, or just
Or maybe with like a PS5, they'll do something kind of cool with
PS5.
that.
something.
Yeah, to an event right there. Oh, I pull in all types of fucking favors. Just be like, yo, if there's a sneaker drop that day, I'm going.
I'll suck your
Hey man,
you gotta do that shit.
you got the size 10s?
Yo,
I give you my size 10 for a size 10, right?
Yeah,
it's a
Oh my.
y'all love.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Oh, this makes me so happy that meeting another sneakerhead is just so much. It's so nice.
There's a
Especially-
lot of sneakerheads in gaming,
Yes.
especially in the
Really?
yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. Just because you get a lot of people, because like for PAX, ask Will, just like PG's on, you know, the PlayStation's just like my little light up, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then someone just comes by and he goes, hey man, where did you buy those? Did you buy those at Foot Locker? I'm like, get your ass out of here.
Bodega, bro. Bodega.
It's dope. I've actually
dead stock, homie.
gotten a lot of interaction, meeting people off of the sneakers compared to the events.
Okay.
And, a lot of content just off of the sneakers that I wear, or even like some of the stuff I wear too. I remember I was on I forgot which podcast it was, and we was just about like women, especially Black and brown women, just embracing the gamer. A lot of times because of our community or other things like that, which is changing now, but you looked at like you nerd or whatever, or you're corny. Now everybody's on the gaming and anime.
Oh, yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know, show that you're a gamer. You know, wear your outfits, wear your t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're on the mic. You know,
Talk about
and
that. Hell yeah. Oh my
just
lord,
say
yeah.
that, you know, I'm a woman in gaming, girl in gaming, whatever you want to be called, lady in gaming. And yeah, and if y'all talk
Queen in
any
gaming.
type of
You know what I'm
Queen
saying?
in gaming, yeah.
queen in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was like, you know, they talk trash back. I'm used to that. I
Yeah.
grew up with boys. So I
Oh
was on
my
a girl
God,
in
yeah.
a lot of situations.
There you go. So you can scrap. You're just like, all right, let's go.
And that's the
That's
thing
low.
too. Not everybody can. So that's where you can run into like the
Yeah,
situations.
you gotta have your thick skin. Like,
Hell yeah. You really do. Oh my god. I feel you. The other good thing that I dig about that a lot is just like
You a damn fool.
I didn't do anything.
I put something in the chat.
You know, I'm just looking at chat and they're just saying some wild shit right now, and that's okay.
I can't see the chat.
Oh man, listen. Let me say it for you. Let me say it for you.
Oh no.
I love it.
Put that banana slowly in your mouth.
Yo, he's trying to be real quick with it. He just like took a quick bite of the banana and he's like, oh, you thought that I wasn't gonna call you out. And just-
Oh. Yeah,
he was trying to be sneaky with it. He's like,
I peeped it immediately. I saw.
That's why he went down like
right when he has practice. Don't worry. He's just,
He's good at bending down. Let's
yeah, 'cause
see.
you know that snapshot.
Hold on, let me put the emo. Y'all talking that shit. I got emos just for that.
Somebody clip that shit.
Yo, mama.
Oh, man.
I fucking love this guy. Oh my god, with the hang on.
What is?
Oh,
What
here
is?
we go, right here.
Yeah, buddy.
Yo, that's so good. Yo, I'm just saying, if we reach our goal for St. Jude's, Jamil will eat like 4 bananas at one time.
Oh God.
What we not gonna do is
It's gonna come together and then
I
and then
love you.
open his mouth up real wide and then
Yeah,
unhinge his
come on,
jaw.
do for the kids. Do for the kids.
Yeah,
Come on.
for the
you gotta
kids.
do for the kids.
So
Come
you
on.
lucky that we actually doing something for the kids, because I got a little quote that I can use about them kids. But Max,
The kids.
Do the beat, man. Them kids.
You got to be.
I was kind of hoping you would do it, but I was like,
No,
nah,
I when you said it, I realized I was supposed to do it, and then I didn't do it. So that's my
it's
bad.
fine. It's fine. No, this is good. No, but this is great, man. This is a good culture.
So what do you feel like has been like if someone could go to any one event to like really either put themselves out there or like learn more about the industry or just like be ingrained in the, I mean, obviously all events are canceled until like next year, but what would you say would be like the one place you would go?
I would say a PAX, or just actually try and go to something very local by you. Because a lot of times when you go to more local, non-mainstream events, you get a chance to sit down and speak to the creator of whatever fandom you have. Like, they're right there. Like, not overbearing. You get the lines are not long. But if you can't make it out to that and you really want to go to something mainstream, I would say like a PAX. PAX was like, even though I got a chance to go to this past PAX season, that's the last big event I was able to go to. It was really dope, but it was so refreshing to see like the indies brought back into the forefront, because that's what Mini Arcade is all about. And the tabletops, because all the big names said they weren't coming because of what was going on.
Right.
And it was cool. I got to meet so many different independent developers of all walks of life. It was like really dope. I got to see so much cosplay. So I think that would be like a really good big event to go to, is a PAX. But if not, go to your local con. Like, they need help. And you never know. Let's say if you wanted to be in industry, it's kind of easier to put your foot in the door if you wanted to go and interview people and just have like a normal conversation in front of a camera, in front of your phone with a little mic, whatever, or just be like this with your phone. I would say go to a local con and that's close by in your town, or the next town over, or the next state over. That's what I would say to do.
Yeah. Or you could go to a con and meet one of the greatest people you've ever met. I've met Will that way, so this is true. Like 7 years on, bro. 6 years on. Still here.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's wild.
That really is wild. To piggyback off of what you said, go to a PAX. That's how I really got the motivation to get into PAX. So my girlfriend, shout out to Dylan. She's a woman in industry. She's a black woman in gaming industry, and she knows how like those struggles are, like just being looked at kind of like, do you know what you're talking about, all this and that, and then you just start building on that. She is my literal push. She's my inspiration. When I say I don't know if I got this, she's just like, boy, get your ass out there, and then she throws me to the wolves, and then it ends up being so much better than anything. She works in such a great way that, like, oh my god, she's one of those people that hustles from sun up to sundown.
Why is my camera frozen? I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I mean, at least it's not like a crazy expression.
Subtle.
At least you're not like like, could you imagine?
I like this because you can like clip that and just be like, when you're tired of someone's bullshit. Listen. Actually, someone please take a screenshot of that.
Yeah,
That's, like,
yo,
perfect.
I'm about to clip this shit myself.
Just like, it's like someone's telling you something that you know bullshit.
All my Logitech family.
Yo, Logitech is great, but when it stops, it's like, sick.
I don't know what happened. What happened to the camera?
Technology decides whenever it wants to just be like, you know what? Today, I'm not gonna. Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna.
What in the hexagons is going on?
Man, I can't wait till we start playing some more games together, by the way, because once again, it's been a minute since we like really like got to like hang out. It was like, it was almost 2 years ago since we last actually hung out. And like,
yeah, for real. Like an actual setting.
Yeah.
When things get normal, I realized how like, well, never again. Next time we gotta like all get together. I'm still serious, man. Like,
let's make a just acting silly on the camera when playing a game.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's
Tekken, let's get this Tekken fired up.
Yeah.
But guys, I do gotta go on another podcast.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
It's been such an honor meeting you two. I knew Odie for a long time, but y'all are so dope. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
You too.
And
Yeah.
vibing with y'all, having a conversation. I gotta come back for sure, but we definitely need the game. I'm so sorry, and I apologize if I'm cutting it short.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
When we talked, I already knew that you only had a little bit of time, so I was like, I was trying to get us through all the questions, but I was like, we're just having too much fun. I can't rush
today
this.
was- Today
When it
was
vibes,
crazy.
it vibes.
Yeah.
It does, but I really appreciate and love y'all, and I'm gonna head out. But thank you so much for the opportunity to come on y'all platform. I really appreciate it.
You're always welcome.
Man, yeah.
Always
seriously, you're
welcome.
the best.
All right,
I'm a
y'all. Peace.
Peace. I'm gonna do our 5-man thing right here. We go. That works.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have a contingency plan for whenever one of our members has to go. I can just whoop and do that and just call it a day. You know.
As I roll it. All right, so we're gonna talk about the real thing now. Why are you so good at putting bananas in your mouth? Real quick. Nothing wrong with it, but just you.
Well, see, your mama was teaching her.
Bring the grapefruit because
It was in HD.
bring the grapefruit.
He
said she had that ready for me.
Oh, you stupid! You
You-
stupid! Oh,
No, I can't
just
believe
got-
it's you.
I just
Yo.
got that reference. I kind of want to show that video, but I don't know what's gonna happen if I
I
do.
hate that you just got that reference. I was like, did no one get the grapefruit?
No,
reference?
I got it now. I got it now.
Jamil, you got that? You got that, Jamil? You want me to link you the video?
No, I know about it. She said I didn't need to bring it. She had it waiting for me.
Ooh, the gluck
That's
gluck.
that
Okay.
That's that bullshit right there.
I gotta make that an emo. I said I needed to. I need to actually
The
make it
gluck
an emo.
gluck.
Gluck gluck.
It's too good, dude. Oh no, she's super cool. She's super fun to vibe with, and it's definitely always nice to talk to another sneakerhead and someone just that enjoys, fashion too.
Absolutely. And she again, I mentioned it. She mentioned it before, but I mentioned it as well. She knows her shit really well. So
She really does. She's
she
very, very
understands,
eloquent too.
like a lot of the issues that people of color have when it comes to like penetrating the industry. And so these are the reasons why I wanted to ask her those questions, is because like a lot of people will ask me those questions too, and it's like
Right.
I can only give you my like perspective directly as like a man of color, but like women of color have a similar but different problem when it comes to
Right.
like perception and representation.
That's true. It's true. No, you're 110% right, man. And it's always lovely to be able to come together and just be able to talk about that. I like, you can speak to it from your own, like you said, your own perspective, but it's always great to be able to have kind of like that think tank too. It's just like the struggles that Will has, that that Red has, that Jamil has, and like what I have are completely different from other people that are trying to get in. So it's always lovely to be able to come. The one thing that I really love about our group is that we never stop being positive towards each other, supportive, positive, and just being able to just lift each other up from that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to lift Jamil up by his beautiful eyebrows. Come here, baby.
You don't leave me alone.
I missed you. Leave me alone. I can't.
No, see, I'm supposed to be giving you grief.
I know. Why?
No.
What
We
is this
gonna,
bullshit?
all right, Stream. This is what we gonna do. We gonna start back to the point where Chris decided to get ghosts on him.
I hate
It was a Dragon Con. What it be? 2029. It was a Dragon Con 2018, and guess what? It's Yodu was in town. All right.
That's my bullshit. I agree. I got way too fucked up way too quick, because that whole 4-day convention was a fucking blur. It was blackout.
It was supposed to be a blur that we shared together.
Yeah,
You know what? Yeah, he got blurry before I could even meet him. He was like, "Yeah, I'm coming downstairs." Next thing you know, it was the next day.
Bro, I woke up the next day and I was like, I don't remember anything. And fucking Jamil, love him to death. He was just like, yeah, man, you sounded fucked up. And I was like, I don't remember anything from, like, that's Dragon Con in a nutshell. So if you ever want to go to a party 24/7 con, go to that one. But please go with friends or someone that'll take care of you, because yeah, that shit was not good, man. I woke up the next day, everything hurt. My friends were just like, damn, bro, you went ham. And I was like, I went ham at like 10 a.m. I'm like, damn, I don't remember.
I should have known where to find him. I should have went to one of the parties where they was breakdancing. I probably would have found him.
Man, listen, if y'all...
Next time, though, I promise you, the first person I'm gonna hit up when I get into town is you, and then you're gonna be stuck with me the whole weekend, and then after one day, you're gonna be like, man, I don't know why I agreed to this bullshit.
But see, no, I met God damn it! Hold on.
Christine.
Yes, I did meet Christine.
There you go.
Cute
That's
mother.
one person.
Look at the side.
Yeah,
Look at the
he's-
side.
he's
I met Christine.
Yeah, you did. Oh man.
Nothing. I met Christine.
I know.
I met and I met what's the I forgot Walter something. Walter Jones, the Black Ranger.
Yo, he's
Oh,
I met
remember
him
that
out-
picture.
Yeah,
Dude's so chill. He's really humble out here too.
he was.
so
Yeah, but I was like that one day I was there for like 3 hours before everybody else got there. So I went for one day and my feet were hurting. I was like, yeah, I'm
yeah,
trying
you
to
ain't doing this
shit.
again.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
if you walk
understand.
around a lot, yo, conventions, guys, are no joke. I feel like after like years of going to conventions, your body's kind of like, oh, it's con mode, whatever. But like
Yeah.
if you're trying to go to a big convention like PAX, E3, any like big walking conventions, wear the right footwear. It definitely
No
helps.
fans.
Yo,
Bring
no
water.
fans. Bring water. Yeah, hell
Hand
yeah. seriously.
sanitizer, especially now, because listen, I've been saying it for the longest time. All these motherfuckers walking around with dick hands,
Ugh. Ugh.
getting everybody sick. Now
Just
we
dick
ain't got,
hands.
I'm saying like people, because like, all right, I mean that to say, people who use the bathroom sometimes don't wash their hands after they leave, and so adding on top of touching all the stuff that you touch in a regular day, and then not washing your hands after touching your dick as well, and like you're just supposed to wash your hands a lot when you're in really highly concentrated areas like that in the first place. So you just add different levels of bacteria all the time. So get your dick hands out of here.
Wash your damn hands. That's all it takes. Just wash your
Yeah.
damn 20 seconds.
Damn.
Come on, guys. It's not even that hard. Now look at it. We can't even go to conventions and see each other
Cause of the Rona.
because of the Rona. Oh, also eating ass. gives you the Rona.
Hey man, you gonna have to take one for the team with that, man. Shit, I guess we getting coronavirus out here.
Man, you too stupid. I forgot about this. I forgot how dumb you two are. Love you, miss you.
What have y'all been playing?
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I'm asleep.
Yo, for real. Gaming wise, Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm.
I love one of the one of the great things about it. It has that. Oh,
Okay,
look at Barrett over here.
Okay,
look at
Barrett.
Barrett. Look at Barrett over here. Just.
Go ahead, Chris, I'm sorry.
But yeah, no. Is how unforgiving it can be if you don't know what, like, kind of like just taking just regular steps like a traditional JRPG is, and just kind of like, oh, I got this. I'm gonna speed pass through everything. Yeah, how's that going out for you? Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
beat this stupid house, and you're like,
That house was stupid.
bro, that house
That
collected
was a-
rent before I even moved in. That's how bad that shit was.
It only took me one fight, but that fight was probably like 45 minutes.
It was a
Wait,
lot.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I know what the house is. I'm only on like chapter 5, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Before.
yeah. You're like one more. Yeah,
I've-
you're
yeah,
like one chapter away. You're
I've been
close,
going
you're close.
very slow.
That's okay,
very
man.
slow.
Enjoy it.
So I thought I was going slow too, but I have already come across some things. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see about you
Mm.
a little bit later. Even as slow as you think you're going.
Mm.
Well, part of it is also because I didn't play any of the other Final Fantasies for real outside of 15. Like Chris was saying, paying attention that it is still a JRPG. Like you fuck around and you just come across some enemies that have a certain weakness, but you didn't necessarily put that in your backpack. You didn't know you was gonna run into them in the first place. But now,
So,
you're here with
Now
your
your
dick
ass
in,
is
like, oh,
getting
shit.
ripped up.
You got your dick in your hands in one hand, and then you're about to get your ass waxed. So it ain't a fun time.
Exactly.
Oh my god, yo,
Yeah.
it's true.
That's basically like I'll say that like okay, just to be clear to everyone watching and listening, we've all been playing Final Fantasy 7. Like I've been playing Neo 2 as well, but like it's mostly been Final Fantasy 7, and I have a bunch of things that I love about it, and like maybe 2 or 3 things that I cannot stand right now. So I feel like we should go in a round table of like talking about what those things are.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down. I'm down. You know it.
I could start since I suggested that. The thing I love, obviously the presentation, the game is like insanely pretty. It's got some texture streaming issues when it comes to like certain doors will just like not show up but beyond that, the game looks amazing. The music, I never played Final Fantasy 7 the original, but like I recognize a lot of the songs from it, and even even then, when like the menu music started playing, I was just like, it did something to me. It did something to me, and like hearing Tifa's theme playing, I was just like, oh man.
I love it. I love it.
So dope. I'm like tearing up a little bit just thinking about it. It's kind of weird. It's weird. And so it's like a transcendental like experience when you start getting into it, and you're just like, wow.
It's an out of body experience. For me, I'll be very candid about it. So I played the demo very, very, very close to. I'm talking like about 4 days before release because I didn't want to be spoiled. I didn't see any trailers. I was like, this game is my childhood. I'm gonna blank. I walk in and I play the demo and I'm like, this is a really good representation of the new ATB style because it's like evolution but not what's the word I'm looking for? Just not giving any like ground. Like it's compromise. That's the best way I can put it. It's a compromise between a lot of those things.
Yeah.
And then I played the demo, loved it, and then I played it again, and there's like more like laid out gameplay, more choices and stuff. And at first I felt weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. It felt like it was doing a Cage 3 thing, and a
Cage 3 thing? What does that mean?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, gotcha.
So I left a really bad taste in my mouth, and I was still going through. I was like, man, this shit ain't good. It was hard before chapter 5. I was like, I'm not feeling this. I'm not vibing. It's very linear.
Yeah.
I felt like I was kind of like in a square box, and I was like, I don't like this. And then the voice acting was good, but then it was just a little overbearing.
Some characters for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I got a call from another friend who's an avid Final Fantasy VII fan too, and we just started talking. We had a lot of the same feeling, and I was like, this is it, isn't it? They kind of killed our childhood, and I was so glad to be wrong. I was so fucking glad. After chapter 5, that shit just goes from like it was like, here's the actual tutorial, because you're gonna need about 1 to 3 chapters to understand how to flow, how to actually make this happen. What questions what questions have certain consequences, how you can kind of see where something is kind of building up to, how the story's about to progress. And you're like sitting there like, oh my god, if I didn't take any of that seriously, this would have been a bad thing, which my friend didn't do, and he was speeding through, and he was just like, yo, I can't I've tried fighting the house and I've died like 5 times. I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah.
And I was just like busting his balls for a while. But yeah, I'm so glad to be wrong about how it was shaping up, because after that it became Final Fantasy VII reincarnated. Like it was like I was like, all right, this is so
so like the crazy thing is that like since I've been streaming it, a lot of people who have played Final Fantasy VII the original were like, yo, this isn't how this happened in the game. Like this is all different. Like this is a totally different situation. And I love that they did that, because one of the reasons why I didn't want to play the original Final Fantasy VII was because I didn't want to know everything that was going to happen in the remake. I didn't want to just be like, this is all just going to be the same shit I'm playing, but just with better graphics. And I'm glad that they went with a different direction with that, because now it could lead to different things happening than it did in the original. And again, I didn't play the original, so I don't have the same feeling that maybe some people do. But like, I would prefer them to change things, like
in very, very well done.
And see, now it also gives you a smaller reason, if any, to maybe play the originals, because there is going to be something.
Exactly. And I'll say as well that like having played so far through the game, I'm not gonna ruin anything for anyone, but I'm like I love Tifa so much, and Cloud's attitude sometimes gets on my nerves. In these early chapters, there's a clip that I put up that I will share. That was just like, if you don't stop being a little punk bitch right now, and
for real,
offer up that D, I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There was a part she had some fault. I'm gonna say that.
It wasn't even Tifa this one. It wasn't even a Tifa example.
It wasn't his fault. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for anyone. That's why I don't want to say it. But like, I'm talking about someone else who was also a part of that squad. Anyway,
the first squad. Let's go.
Yo, like I was just like, yo, bro, like it's like when a quarterback throws you the ball, all you gotta do is put your hands up. He kept that shit.
You know, one of my favorite movies of all time has a scene like that, and it's so painful to watch as an adult. The Last Dragon.
Oh my god.
Yes.
When he's at her crib and she's
Yes.
like, yeah, I know what it's like to lose something find it again. He's like, I gotta go.
As an adult, you're like,
Wait, are you kidding
What
me?
are you doing?
Are you kidding me?
yo, for real. Oh my god, it's just, dude. It was like, they also wrote Tifa in a different way. From that's what all the other thing is. Like, Cloud was not supposed to be kind of that way. Like, kind of like a punk ass bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna ruin what happens, but he had a different personality in the original,
Yeah.
and then transferring it to 7, I felt they picked up where Advent Children left off, and I was kind of, in a way, and I was like, motherfucker. I was like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah.
This some bullshit. This some bullshit. This some bullshit. That's 3 bullshits this game is. And then Tifa, you see, like, because Tifa's a very strong woman. She kicks
She's
ass.
so amazing.
And she kicks ass, and then she reminds you that she's gonna beat your ass, and then at the beginning when she's just very
Kind of
nurturing, yeah, and thirsty, I was like, man, they killed my like earliest memory of like my like a game crush. I was so mad. And then after that I was like, oh no, it's there. They just played me. They were just like, we know what we're doing. We had this game in production for a while, man. We know. We didn't want to just like force feed you the same shit that you've eaten on PC, on PlayStation, on Switch, on PSP. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like really good to see that, which is a very good surprise to me, because at one point I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. This game, if this is how it's gonna be, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know? So it's very good surprise.
So far, I only got a couple of gripes. Some very, very minimal. It's like the whole when it grabs your neck and twists you and whatnot. I was like, bro, please let go of my head. I'll get over there. Let me look my damn way, okay?
Yeah, that does bother me. Yeah.
Bro, let me go. Shit.
Yeah.
And then Barrett's English dub voice.
It's not good. Well, it's like, I feel like they played to how he was portrayed, I think, in Final Fantasy VII originally, but
Oh shit! Shout out to Dante in the chat. What up?
hey, what's
Oh
up?
my god. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Jamail.
you were saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got caught up in chat. That cookie. Anyway, so
Fuck.
as all right, so yeah, it's just it's so weird and out of place. And so like my gripe with Barrett was that it's not even 100% the voice acting, but it's kind of just the portrayal of Barrett, because it's something that we've seen in a lot of our animes and mangas. Like, damn, bro, we fuck with you. Why you gotta do us like this?
Yeah.
He was like especially in the very beginning, he's loud, obnoxious, and then scary. And scary as hell. Oh, this is hype. If you don't shut your ass up.
Yo, real talk.
I felt like we went back like 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, Square, what the fuck are you doing?
And then okay, I was like, all right, fine. This game has been out since it's 23 years, whatever. Fine. But then, okay, I put all that aside, and I got to listen to his voice, and he sound like a slave owner, but he sounds jive at the same time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
I was like,
It's super weird.
You could just be gruffy a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Advent Children. That's all I'm saying. His Advent Children voice actor was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta be, man.
That's probably what they should have done. I don't remember the Advent Children voice acting being bad or weird in any way. But this, like, it I'll say this, for me.
There's voice acting that been children. Was there a lot of talking going on?
Yeah, that was like all talking. Like, what do you mean?
Dilly dally, shilly shally. That shit still gives me nightmares, boys. Sometimes I look at that.
Dilly dally.
You know, I feel the same way. It bothered me less, but I understand where people are coming from with that. But they could have gone a different direction with that, because they did so well in so many other areas. So like,
they turned it up to 12. Let's be real. That shit was not cash money.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh my god. I remember him talking. I'm like, Barry, you're not this way. What are you doing? Who are you?
It's like, yo, chill, bro.
I was so upset.
Just
I was like, Barrett, what the fuck?
You're the embarrassing cousin that we don't take to nothing no more because you're like this.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You are the stereotypical, like,
There you go. He about to start up again. Watch him. There go your cousin. Look at it.
There you go. There you go.
Oh my God.
He's like, man, I didn't even invite this motherfucker. Like,
We're all sitting here planting bombs and just like, yo, for 5 minutes, please.
Could you
please just shut the fuck up?
Yo, for real. Just 5 fucking minutes. And then how he always, like, one thing that like was I was laughing and also kind of crying at the same time was when Cloud got headaches and then Barrett aimed his machine gun. Like, I knew it. I'm like, bro, did you not see him in pace?
Like, what does that have to do with? Why are you aiming your gun?
Motherfucker possessed!
Holy water with holy bullets.
Oh man,
the power of cross compulsion. It's like, damn.
Also, eat this overcharge, and you're like, yo, I felt like they ran with the stereotype, but midway because it does get better in the game.
it does.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
I've switched to Japanese right now. I'll switch it back.
Yeah, I was
does
gonna
get
say,
better.
like, I'm
It does
sure
get better.
the Japanese voice for him is a lot better because, woo.
No. You guys were right on the money because, like, yo, at the beginning, I was like, yo, if I had the option, I'm replacing Barrett. Like, they just did him so dirty. Like, the direction that they must have given, who's his voice actor?
Yeah, I mean,
wanna-
they clearly told him to do that. He wasn't just gonna go up in there and be like, yeah, I'm
That's
about to
what
be
I'm
some giant motherfucker there.
Yeah, you know for a fact.
Feel very strong about that. Source has written him, which I was like, come on, man. And she was like, the Japanese gonna be better. But I think, like, we all know that when we listen to subs, Japanese are very, very dramatic. in their
Yes.
reads. But
Oh, no
also,
way!
people, oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry to cut
exactly.
you
Him.
off.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. No. So it's actually Bo Billingsley, the voice actor for Jet in Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
At
really?
the same time, one thing Dylan didn't tell me is that she did BlurredCon, the appreciation of Black nerd culture,
Mhm.
and she was the voice. She was the handler for his name is he's known as Uncle Bo to
Okay.
like his friends and stuff like that. And Dylan was just calling him Uncle Bo all weekend, and I'm like, wait, hold the fuck up. You were hanging out with him all weekend, didn't get me no sign shit, didn't tell me he was Jet or Barrett, and
Yo.
I'm just sitting here like,
The crazy thing is, like, Jet's portrayal, like, they didn't explicitly say Jet was black, but, like, come on, that dude was a light-skinned black dude. Come on.
bro, he was
Um,
smoother than a fucking, he was smoother than a baby's ass, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying though, like, and when me and Empress only was watching it, like, we were both. I told her, I was like, "Yo, they never say he's black," but like, she's like, "Oh, he's
Bro.
black, obviously."
Oh, yeah. But
so
that's what
like,
I'm talking
but they did
about.
like
It
an
was-
amazing job with like the voice and like the portrayal for him.
It does get better, but yeah, at one
Okay.
point, I was just. They did this on purpose. Someone literally went into the booth and was just like, "Hey, we're gonna have you
Be as stereotypical as possible.
so you're gonna
He's
be
done a lot of black voices, and he's done them well. Like, if you look at his IMDb, there's plenty of people that you're like,
Yes.
motherfucker, that's you.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
It's, like, it's not even just like characters that just like are like represent like kind of have like that black representation behind it. The voice, he just does a great job of acting. Period. And the fact that they made him lay it on so thick at the beginning, you're like, just kind of like,
Mustafa
sorry?
Shakir, that was his name, right?
what's up,
Mustafa Shakir,
Mustafa.
Shakir? Yes.
IMDb.
I'm looking at it right now.
No. This is not the voice of Barrett.
Is he not?
No.
No.
Because he's the voice for Jet in Cowboy Bebop. Unless you're talking about the Japanese voice actor.
No.
Wait.
Hold up. Yeah, because I'm getting two different things. Give me a second.
Mustafa Shakir, the one off of yeah, that's who you talking about. The dude that was in Luke Cage. He did. That's not Barrett. No.
Okay. Because he's
he did
Jet.
In Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
This dude right here.
Yes.
What? He been
Yeah.
doing stuff since that long, and I just now seen him on Luke Cage.
Yeah.
What kind of gap is that, G?
Yo.
This dude's just losing his goddamn mind. He's just like, I hate this shit.
But yeah, I thought that's who y'all was talking about. So I was like, if that's the same voice actor, that's wild because like he knows what to do.
That range, though.
Right.
Regardless, back to the thing. It was just kind of like, I don't appreciate that. But it does get better. Like back on track, it does get better. He does evolve, and you can tell in his acting too.
Yeah.
So Japanese voice acting, I've heard it, and it's quality.
Mm.
It's very, 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 very good.
Okay. The other two things that bother me a lot about the game are the camera. The camera, especially for certain circumstances, like there's a flying enemy I had to fight when I was going through the warehouse.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that camera was garbage. It just kept giving me a side view of everything, as opposed to like being behind clouds so I can see where the enemy is. I'm like, yo, why is this camera having such a hard time keeping up with the action? So that drives me crazy. And the dodge.
That's by design. Ugh.
Huh?
And that's by design too.
Yeah, right. And the dodge mechanic in the game is garbage.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So one thing that I noticed why is that we've been spoiled by a lot of Souls, a Fallen Order, where the dodge mechanic is how you
avoid damage.
You don't block. Yeah. So there's more value for dodging in those Souls types of games than it is blocking. One thing that I did notice in Final Fantasy VII, that there is a better strategic advantage to block than there is to dodge, because the dodge doesn't have some of the invincibility frames that it does have in the Souls games or in Fallen Order. Because if you dodge one way, you're fucked. And if you dodge the other way, then you have to swivel the camera around. So in these types of circumstances, you're going to avoid a potential smaller hit but take a massive amount of damage, versus blocking something and then taking minimal damage and being able to go on the counteroffensive right then and there.
And certain materia are coming down the pipeline, which is advantageous to block.
Wait, say that again.
There are some materia that you will get that makes it much more advantageous to block.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just worth it because you get a.
I'm fine with getting a material that makes me get iframes with my dodge. I'm fine with that. If I gotta put a slot in for that, I will do that, because I'm tired of trying to move out of the way of something. And like, for example, those like flying enemies that shoot those beams at you. You're literally the only thing you could do is block, and you're still going to take damage.
So one other thing that I gotta just tell you guys to do, it'll make your life that much easier. In the battle system, instead of like how like how it tracks like wherever you're looking at, it'll like switch targets. If you go into the actual party system, you can actually change it. Instead of just like from looking at a certain enemy, it changes the camera. You can actually do it on a directional pad. Instead of left and right changing your characters, you could just do up and down and then left and right for your camera targeting. It's a better quality of life like improvement, which is it's helped out the gameplay at least for me, and anyone in chat should do that too. It just helps out.
Okay, I dig it. I
feel it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, I'll put John Eric Bentley as the voice.
John Eric Bentley, yeah. So there's a couple of things that I noticed
just because he was in Cannon Busters and like shit like that. Yeah. Cannon Busters was dope. I like
Cannon Busters was great.
Cannon Busters was shit. Oh,
yeah, it was great. And they took a lot of inspiration from Cowboy Bebop.
I just love that. Yeah, but for real.
What the hell were we talking about a second ago?
We're talking about the pros and cons of Final Fantasy VII. So those are my biggest gripes so far. But other than that, I'm thoroughly enjoying the game. The cutscenes are really it's a little campy, I must say.
That's just a lot.
But it also gets kind of dark in some cases with like I won't spoil anything, but Jesse's father. I was just like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up.
I'm like sneaking in. I'm like, oh girl, I'm gonna check out your. Oh my god, what is that? I'm just like, yo, this is gonna be a fun. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is happening?
I was expected to have fun, not to cry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, it is a very different. It's a reimagining, not a remake.
Yeah,
I think
appreciate
that the R is exactly. It's a reimagining, kind of like what they did with RE2, RE3. It's good. It's worth it. Bueno. My biggest gripe at the moment is that when you get into hard mode, that shit.
Did you beat the game already?
I'm sick of you.
Okay, my guy.
Yeah, so one of the things is that in hard mode, it's like the actual game begins. Because at one point I'm like, I got this. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, that's exciting though. That's kind of okay.
Correct.
As long as this one doesn't have me try to get certain items, material that you prove to be pointless, such as 15, and make you go to this stupid ass pity ass ruins just to get the auto dodge mantle, which was trash. That shit was trash.
That shit was bad. So that's what I want. In my opinion, I could talk about. You know how passionate about 15 I am. I could see different ways to kind of fix 15, and one of them being this battle system. If it came out when 15 came out, it would have been a lot. I think it would have been received better, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
Yeah,
That's me.
I like what I like about the battle system in 15. Just from like a basic mechanics of Noctis, is that like you felt as acrobatic as you did in the cutscenes. First of all, and second of all, you felt like you had more control over how and when you were taking damage in a lot of situations. Again,
15.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
but exactly. But the magic in 15 was bad.
Ass.
It was really bad. It was ass.
cheeks,
Yeah,
bro.
it was some dirty cheeks too. It wasn't even like some like nice juicy round like coconut oil surrounding them and everything.
Yeah,
like,
it was Hank Hill cheeks.
it was Hank Hill dry ashy cheeks, fam. I never used the magic anymore because like it always hurt my team members.
That's why I
Always.
was like, you know what? Fuck that.
There's
I'd
no
rather
reason.
just be able to. Well, coming from Versus to 15, I always thought I'm gonna beat this game without using magic. It turns out that wasn't that hard. I was like,
exactly.
okay, cool.
It's like, all right, I guess that's just what it is going to be.
I'm gonna do this without magic. The game was just like, we have magic, and you're like,
Yep.
So, but do y'all know what this really makes me?
what?
Air gaze, however you pronounce it.
I'm sorry, what?
EHRGEIZ, Ehrgeiz.
What is that?
Whatever. That was a fighting game that had all these characters in it, but then it also had an RPG built into the game as well.
Ah.
Yeah, so that my friend, I won't call him my friend, somebody that I used to go to school with basically stole that I let them borrow with.
Damn, with friends like that, I mean,
Who needs enemies? So they say, you know.
How do you
for
spell
real.
that
I
again?
have one quick. I gotta do a quick timeout because I got some really cool
Ehrgeiz.
news here from one of my developer friends.
Ooh.
Real quick, tell your homie Black Only that everyone at V1 Interactive love him and appreciate his support for Disintegration. Marcus, the creator of Halo, was watching him on his computer during the technical beta. I'm just saying, you never know who's watching and you never know what brings that. So take that as you will.
To be fair, I did know they were watching. They came through and they were like, "Yo, just letting you know, we're the devs and we got you up on the big screen." I was like,
we're looking at you.
We're looking at you.
I was like, "Wait, why me?"
Oh no, he definitely creamed. Gilmer, he definitely creamed himself. You saw that.
There's 100 other people playing this game right now. Why me? I'm
it's
very humbled by that. Very
Good, you should be, because you do very good stuff, and I love just being able to like get that kind of stuff because it means that my friends are just kicking ass, and I like to bring the good news. Like, here's the cake.
I be trying.
Yeah. Look at him, adorable motherfucker. Yo, more like cream pie for life. All right.
Oh. You said it, not me.
Moving on.
I'm gonna show this screen real quick. Hold on, let me second if I can get it
Is it
centered
the
on
cream pie
here.
one? At least do the. Oh, right.
All right.
What?
So
Sephiroth
this was a fighting game. You know what I'm saying? You could pick from the host of characters: Sephiroth, Tifa, Cloud, whoever
Holy shit.
the fuck God Hand is, and things like that. But they also had an RPG built into the game as well. Like it was
Square
fun.
up, motherfucker.
This shit was fun. That shit was fun back in the day, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yo, this is like New Japan Pro Wrestling meets fucking Final Fantasy.
Yeah, what is that guy doing? He's running at him like, what is
Bro,
happening?
his best. He's doing his bro. Yo, Sephiroth.
Why is Sephiroth hand-to-hand fighting him when he's got a sword on his side? I don't get
Because he don't know the move. he knows what moves you want. Yeah, meteor strike. See?
Okay.
Yeah, see that?
All
Yeah,
right.
Look at that stance. Look at that stance. I call
Okay,
that one
he's
a
glowing
quick
red.
draw McGraw.
Wow. You
I call
know?
this one eyeball.
Perfect.
Like I said, all they gotta do. All I'm saying is, if they were to reimagine, remaster, remake, whatever you want to do with today's graphics, we have countless not, I guess it wouldn't be battle royals, but I guess it can be in the fighting realm. Games that they can take a look at, see what works, what doesn't work. You got countless 3D fighting games that you can take a look at, see what works, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's time, baby.
Transform into a cat? What the? All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because if there was yo-yo, she was like in a schoolgirl outfit, but she used yo-yo. Yeah, I remember that.
She's getting kicked in the face right now.
Yo, for real. For real. Yo, oh my god.
So we're running towards the end of the podcast. There's only a few more things to really talk about. I actually don't really want to talk about this. All right, let's just talk about this. PlayStation 5 controller. What are your thoughts on it?
It looks fire, and I like the customization. I'm ready for it.
In case for those of y'all at home who did not see it,
This motherfucker. I'm just like, I'm like, come on, man. God damn you. God damn.
What? Did I say I said all the good stuff? What happened?
I mean, pretty much exactly where I'm at right now with that.
God.
Like, I think it looks dope. I saw some customization stuff for it already that people started mocking up. That was just amazing.
I got
For
to
real.
have it.
Dude, have you seen the panties one? Oh, it's so good.
Please show me that.
Even if I just have a curio cabinet full of PS5 controllers, light that motherfucker up.
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be a good time. Even though, like, I feel like for me, consoles have
gonna be a
become
day
about
one.
single. Yeah, it's like single player games for me now. All my multiplayer stuff, I realize, is just PC based. I aim better, better time, better reaction speed, better just everything in general, in my opinion. Reactions, everything. Your thumb meats don't hurt. Your meat thumbs don't hurt. What was it? Thumb meat.
Thumb meat.
You know what I'm saying?
Thumb meat.
My thumb meat gone.
This is an example of a design.
Thumb meat.
No, God damn it, no.
Damn, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's
Let me
pretty as
send you
hell.
Let me just send you the perverted one.
Yeah, please
Please
do.
do.
Look at that. That is a pretty controller right there. I want that.
It is. I wouldn't want that one, but it is.
What the hell's going on with my thingy here? Hold on. Oops.
Here we go.
You
I'm
put
about
it
to
in the
link
group.
Of course, come on.
I better
Poppy,
say, I want this.
You
one,
go,
man.
come on,
Is
bro.
it NSF?
All right.
Will I get in trouble for
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, could them supposed to beat it?
Oh, those
Yeah.
are nice.
Right? It's like
Hey.
the striped panties.
Look at that. Look at some striped panties. Look at that. Striped panty PS4 controller.
Still trying to get a Valorant key.
Yo, facts. I'm still.
Got him yet? You
No.
ain't got him yet?
No.
What do you mean you ain't got him, man? You got him?
I mean, yeah, I got one.
Yo, eat me, bro.
But
Yeah,
look at
you
this.
see
Look at this cyberpunk one though. Look at that. Look at that.
Ooh.
That is that. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't even necessarily have to. I just that shit.
Right.
And I'm gonna put maybe a curio cabinet of fire.
You got some Nike shit here. You got some. You got
Okay.
some Transformer shit here.
Okay.
You got some.
My question is, how are we just now? Well, you know what the issue is. See, now the company has got enough of the money and the lucrativeness behind
The off-white one, though, I'm dead.
the custom
Right.
controls and shit.
So
So
the hype beast.
like, what are all the people that be modding and doing customized controllers now? Are they getting these jobs?
Well, that's a good question because my actually, you know her, Mitzi.
Yeah, Mitzi.
Yeah.
She does amazing job.
She
when
does.
it
Look
comes
at this
to
Death
the,
Stranding one. Holy shit.
Yo, I want those hands to touch me.
Oh, all over. All over. Not the baby
Why
hands.
do I
Nah,
need
not
chokes?
those
No,
ones.
no, no, no.
Nothing, baby hands. Oh,
Nah,
okay.
nah.
Hell no, hell no, hell
Look,
no.
I'm over here trying to scroll on your screen like it's mine. Hold on. It's not moving, guys.
Gilmer's like, whoa, guys,
Whoa, whoa, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You guys are gonna get that.
Don't worry about screw it up if they try to make see-through controllers.
Look at that Akira one. Look at that.
Damn, that shit's.
Bro, I
fire.
definitely need that. I just watched
That
the
one's
Akira
good.
last Sunday,
Yo, that is so sick.
Yo, it has the it has the heads-up display from the bike. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know how that would
Yeah.
work on a controller, customized.
Me neither, but it's gorgeous.
Okay, really? Really?
Yo, you keep baby's hands out of this. I'm dead.
Oh, look at this. The Spider-Man to the
What
Spider-Verse.
in the fuck?
His big ass kingpin with a broad ass shirt.
bro.
He was basically built.
That's
like that
basically
shape.
what he was built like. Yo, that is
He
too
has
funny.
legs. That was it. That shit's pretty fucking funny. I'm not
That
gonna
is
lie.
amazing.
I'm also mad that they made that. Like, someone was high enough to just go, yo, you know, it'd be a great idea. I'm gonna make it real quick.
Yo, I'm about to put KP on a controller, dog.
Yo, but no bullshit. I do some dumb shit like that too, though. Just like, all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, it'd be a good idea. My friends are like, no, please don't.
I know it'd be a good idea for you to not finish that sentence.
That'd be a great idea. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, bet.
I bet.
It was a whole ass house. Yo, he was. That is a PS5 controller. Yes. Yo, those were some dope examples though. I was gonna customize a PS4 controller, the Scuff Vantage, or it wasn't even a Vantage. I think it was the one before that. And I just never put the controller out because I was still working on all the comic book stuff. But now, like, it'll be way easier to do what I'm trying to do now for the controller.
This is true.
Like way
This is true.
easier because you just have more surface for the print to actually go on.
Yeah, it's much bigger. So I mean, like that's the whole point of this controller. So
It is much
it's gonna
bigger.
be pretty good. That's not what she said to me. Anyway, moving on.
So moving past the controllers, there's been many people that like to talk about how
Say it again. You cut out a little
You
bit.
cut out.
the Xbox One X is supposedly going to be a much more powerful device than the PS5, but it appears that most of the developers don't seem to think that these numbers mean anything.
All the developers are just like, nah, don't go buy it. But we need developers to step up and just be like, hey, yo, this is what we've been working on. This is what it's like on the engine itself, or just like on the source code.
Yeah.
Versus just being like, trust me, I'm working on a game for it. It's good. You're like, all right, I don't trust anyone, but okay. It's like, yeah, sure. But I have heard rumblings.
So I'm gonna put this link in the chat for anyone who wants to read through it specifically.
It's the fans only for Black Oni.
You know,
You know,
I feel like I shouldn't even talk about this because I don't want to add fuel to the flame. Let's just say somebody tried to pull some shit on me by sending me an email saying that they have something that would, how do I put this? Someone tried to
You getting blackmailed?
Someone tried to blackmail me and didn't realize that I don't give a fuck. So there's that.
I'm gonna release this, and you're like, all right, and they're like, wait, hold up.
So, okay.
Okay.
You'll be doing me a favor, really.
Everyone's just like, I love that shit so fucking much.
Yeah, man. People would just be doing wild shit, man. People be doing some wild shit. It ain't even somebody I know. It was just.
You gotta protect yourselves too, guys. This means like, you know, making sure the person that you know, like everyone sends nudes, like regardless. It's 2020, everyone does, but at the same time, you gotta remember, like, protect yourself from a lot of other people because you never know who's out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty tragic to see like that there's people out there that want to do you harm for some odd reason when I don't think you've done anything to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, people is grimy. People are gonna be grimy.
Mm-hmm. But
Just don't even worry.
all that to say, though, like we have a lot of support in this article that I just gave y'all. That says like straight up, like the Xbox One X. I'll even put it on the screen in front of our faces real quick. Like the Xbox One X is a more on raw numbers on paper, it's a more powerful system, but at the end of the day, what the PlayStation 5 is doing with other things aside from just the GPU and CPU raw teraflops has been more impressive to them from a development and from like a accessing.
It's like an architectural standpoint, I think, right?
Yeah. And you know, apparently there's just more that they can't say about it because like the PlayStation is still waiting to unveil a lot of those details, whereas Xbox kind of already did that, and so that's why they're in this position where everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, Xbox is going to be so much better than PlayStation and blah blah blah, which could be true. We don't know that, but from what's being supported by articles like this and people working on the system are saying that like there's more beyond just these, you know, teraflops that you're not really able to see.
And then sometimes you got to remember, it's like, is it going to do anything for any like for the naked eye? Is it going to do for, what is it going to do for you?
Right.
You know, if that's what you're about, then okay, go for whatever you want to go for. You know, it's like, I'm waiting for the exclusives. I'm waiting for studios to come out and be like, yo, we're publishing this and this together. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm waiting for, to see and make a decision from there.
Right.
Give me DMC6. That's all I'm saying. A story of Virgil in hell. That's all I want to do.
Onimusha.
Man,
bro.
here's the thing, man. We got
us three. It's always us three.
bro, listen.
God.
If you like Onimusha, you gotta play Neo. You gotta play Neo too. I don't know if either of y'all played it yet, but like it captures that essence in such a beautiful way.
I will. I gotta finish this damn Final Fantasy first.
Yeah. Priorities. But I'm just letting you know now, like Neo is fucking amazing.
Because I was watching you edit your character too.
So you saw that shit, right? Like
you get lost in there.
How detailed you can get in there. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to like make all and like you can. I gave my character elf ears just by like adjusting the sliders.
That's awesome.
Like you can do that. That's so dope.
Does anyone else ever get overwhelmed at the amount of choices I have? Instead of me getting excited, I'm like, oh no. I'm like kind of dreading it. Like it's weird. Sometimes where like customization's a thing, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. But then sometimes I'm just like, yeah.
Yes, but sometimes I just skip it anyway. I'm like, I feel that anxiety. I'll be like, what? You know what? I don't care about this. Scroll. All right, I'm done.
Listen, I'll feel that anxiety at first, but then my creative side will take over, and I'll just be like, I'm about to go in. Like anyone watching the stream right now, listen, I'm sorry, not sorry. You're about to watch me create this character for 2.5 hours, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, for real. I just sometimes for me, like a lot of the cool things to do are after the character customization.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's so many of us that just like stay and just do so much with character customization that I like totally like admire that. But then I'm like, bruh, I can't sometimes, but I love it. I love that people enjoy it. I love that people fixate on just being able to customize their character to what they have in their own head. I don't know, maybe it means that I'm not as creative or that I've fallen down one too many times and hit my head. I don't know. Am I a doctor?
The thing with Neo, not to hark on Neo too much, but the thing about it is that it allows you to adjust the way your character looks after as well. So at any point, like if you just decide you want to start with a default character, you can do that and then change it whenever you want.
Constant customizations, huh?
Constant.
An evolving character, eh?
I'm just saying, it's a brilliant game.
You're a brilliant game.
Oh, thank you. He's about to lose his mind. He's like, yeah, I'm about to get this game. But yeah, you know, what we said in the chat, it really comes down to what they end up doing with the software, and also for the architecture for creating the games as well. You know, Xbox has some exclusives that are really potent, but at least in my opinion, and in the opinion of many people out there, they're still not at that point where they can compete directly with PlayStation's own exclusives. Like we used the example earlier where we were like, yo, you know, Xbox gave away, you know, Crackdown 1 and 2. And PlayStation gave away the Nathan Drake collection, and like,
it's true.
They're different games, but I would argue from like a technical and from a mechanical perspective, Uncharted is just a much better playing experience.
Right.
And Journey, yes. Yeah.
And Journey, yeah.
But not to say that Crackdown is any slouch in any way. It's just
it was.
You know, it's like the caliber of quality with like what they're giving away as a freebie, because like they just have plenty more games that you can buy on PlayStation,
right? Versus
the freebie. You know I'm right.
I do. Could you imagine just like having a conversation? He's like Sony was like, yeah, hi guys, here's like you said the Nathan Drake, and you're like, damn, that's why you said what again? What y'all got? And you look over there like, we gotta do crap now. You want that? Nobody wants. But yeah, so that's why that's always been a thing, though. To piggyback off of that, that's what people have always said. Like I always hated the shit, because if you're a gamer, you just get some games to play on. You want to play games, whatever platform that needs to be on. But Sony has always been able to say that they got the games.
Yes,
this is true. Also, one thing that I think that we got to keep in mind and for the future is services. How they're gonna. We have the power to vote with our wallets, and a lot of us are moving away from a lot of consoles. And now that PC building has become kind of a norm, a lot of people are just like, I'm gonna spend X amount on this that's gonna last me far and a lot longer than the life expectancy of a console, and I can do much more stuff with it. So people are actually taking that deep dive. Now we got to, I want these companies to kind of strategize how they're going to get us to buy these kinds of, systems and stuff like that. Like, I want services really well. Information protected. I can't tell you how many times Live and PlayStation have been fucking DOSed, hacked, everything in between. Our credit card info. That's why I never upload card information ever again. It's just about seeing if I can do it through a third-party trusted
and we pay for these online services. So with a PC, you don't have to do that. But with a console, there should be. And I think not to give praise to any of these bitch ass hackers, but I think that's one of the reasons why groups like Anonymous decided to do what they did, because they were like, yo, people are paying money for a secure network, but your networks aren't secure.
Correct.
Here's an example of that. Again, I don't condone it. I don't think that they should have done that, but the fact of the matter is it's not as secure as we've been led to believe.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. So you're right on the money. Again, this harks back to just security. We want more protection for our information, because there's a lot of people that, all right, let's just say they can't, physically build a PC, or they just don't have the means for it, but they can still buy the new system. Why are they affected in a different way just because they don't make more money, or they just can't buy it? That's what sucks to me. You know what I mean? It should be kind of a basis where it's your information is going to be protected. We're going to give you all these kinds of great games to play. These sort of, games are going to be free with, PS5 and stuff like that. I bought a graphics card and I got 3 free AAA title games.
That's dope.
You gotta think about that shit. I'm gonna say I just bought a $250 to $450 item for my computer.
Why can't I get free games on my console?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what drives me fucking bananas. I bought essentially a video graphics card, one component for a computer, but I got 3 $60 games out of it at the time. We got to start thinking the Best Buy is always going to be in PC. There's going to be exclusive, sure, but then you can't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the business model that I want to run is,
Well, see, the consoles also came out at a time when digital age. So you still had magazines. We were still getting tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks.
We were still reading comics on Saturday morning in the paper and things like that. So you were still having when they worked with restaurants and they collaborated with restaurants, you got the Pizza Hut demo discs.
Yep.
Or all the magazines came with this. You got demo discs. The internet was coming by way of CD.
This is true.
So I think that the consoles probably they need to find a way to get back into the house. They need to do much more publication and marketing to get into the house. So while you don't necessarily need to send out discs, and they do have demos in the store, there needs to be something there's nothing that really grabs your eye to come even look here. It's only your friend might say, oh, they had a demo. If you hadn't said anything, never look.
Well, and that's the thing too, is now more so than ever, the exclusives are going to be that much more important.
Seriously.
And Xbox, I give them a lot of credit, because what they're doing right now is using Xbox as a digital platform, and the Xbox machine is just kind of a way to access it, but you can also do it on PC. So I think they position themselves in a really smart way for what you said before, Chris, thinking outside of just buying the console and just playing the game and that being it. There's definitely more of a service to gamers all around with that. And PlayStation they're set up to do the same thing. They have PlayStation Now, and Xbox have their Xbox live streaming thing as well.
Right.
But yeah, I really want to see PlayStation I want to see them do 2 things. One, I want them to
UI. Fix that damn UI.
That's one of them. That's one of them. 3 things. I think the UI for the PS4 isn't bad, but it could. The Xbox UI is. I have a lot of problems with that. A lot of problems with the Xbox UI. Yeah.
When I was playing it, it didn't seem as bad, but now coming back to it.
Yeah. No, I was it's garbage. It's garbage. But beyond UI, I think they really need to do a service similar to what Xbox is doing, where they'll allow you to either stream or download using PlayStation Now, and give you advanced features with that. And then the second thing to be get rid of their pay for online situation. So like, if you just want to play your games online, you should be able to do that without no additional cost, just like you can on PC.
Right.
But if you want those extra services like SharePlay is like a really great idea. People will be happy to pay for that. If you bundle that in with PlayStation Now, like people will actually use PlayStation Now.
Right. This is the way of marketing. Like,
Yeah.
you brought up a good point, Jamil. Like, we used to get jam packs with your Pizza Hut demo, with your Pizza Hut, like pizza. It would be there. Those were the good old days where you would be able to be like, oh shit, like there's 8 games in here. Let's see the demos. Metal Gear Solid, fucking, that's the first time I tried it. It was on a jam pack disc. It was the first level. It was like not even the first level. It was the first, right before the elevator. It was blew my mind. I was like, I can keep playing this. I kept on playing it. I kept on playing it because I was like, well, maybe if I do this, this, and this, I can, go a little bit further, not knowing that, it's a demo, dumbass.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like a lot of these companies that are, that are doing consoles like Nintendo, Sony, and like Microsoft, they need to step up their game, because there's PCs that are cheaper than consoles now that will run most games. And the best part about it is they come with free games.
Yeah.
They come with free games, man. Like I don't understand that. Like it's more expensive to run Sony, to run Microsoft as it is, than just buying a PC that's pre-built. And you get a bunch of free shit with it. It blows my mind drastically at how much like that they missed the mark on this shit. Like I wonder what the crack that they're smoking in on the marketing department is. Well, maybe they have a foothold on that.
It's been
like people that don't have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been working so far, like as of now. Like people have gotten comfortable with the situation with the consoles. Like there are a lot of people who will probably never buy a PC because they don't want to deal with any of the nuanced things that happens with a PC. Like, there's an update that like breaks controllers working on your PC. That will never happen on a PlayStation or an Xbox. That will literally never happen. But on a PC, it'll happen all the fucking time. Like now your audio settings are all completely different. I've had that happen on here. I got to go XLR. I got like a whole studio setup. I've gone on here like the shit just wasn't working at some point. It was audio coming out my side monitor. I was like, I've never told my side monitor to do that. Like, and that's not going to happen on a PlayStation or an Xbox or Switch. Like,
sure, I get it, but then there's one thing that all right, 95% of us have: a phone, YouTube.
Yeah,
friends. Somebody got somebody to talk to.
Yeah, someone has an answer to something. You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't like. And like remember, I was an avid PlayStation fanboy back in the day because I didn't have the chance to purchase or make a PC. The moment you build it, it's like, wow, I can't believe I didn't do this.
Convenient. It was a much more convenient thing, man. And so I think, like I say, the definition or the connotation, I think the image of home different. And I think they've done two things. I think they've tried to, one, try to compete in a space that PC is in. When they're providing two different types of things, you can't really do that. And then I feel like they have not evolved with the times in terms of what their image of home is, or how to communicate with the average home. What defines a home now? What would make someone want to use a console in? They don't. I don't think they have that answer completely.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel that way.
Yeah. I mean,
so if y'all can't answer that question, how the hell we gonna answer that?
They will answer the question by saying, "There's an audience." Well, yeah. There's an audience that'll just accept it, and that's just what it is.
Damn.
But
you just killed it. Holy shit, dude! You just killed them.
And here's the other thing too. Like PlayStation is now porting their exclusives over to PC. It's taking like a year for them to do it, but it does mean that like at least PlayStation is being smart and recognizing that the PC market is like there's a specific crowd that like understand the value of the PC.
Yeah.
And only want to use that. So like I can see a situation where you'll have to pay a service to access those games on PC on launch, or you can just wait for it to come out and buy it later. I don't know what they'll do with that.
Convenience fee. So that's what I think is a convenience fee. Death Stranding for me. That's the big one. I'm not I want to optimize and play the shit out of it in June when it comes out. If it's still gonna be June now, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing's normal, you know. I just like to think that maybe just
JC Mac.
what do you say?
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you
PlayStation
off.
Plus needs a Pornhub
Subscription.
Why are you smiling so much, huh?
Nah, because he said what I think. So, and that's what, like, when I read it and, like, was reacting to it, that's when only Ashley was like, damn, JC. So he was looking at the same time. But,
Yeah.
like, you think about it? I mean, there's so many free avenues. Pornhub ain't gonna make me buy no PlayStation Plus, no.
But if you got Pornhub Premium with your PlayStation Plus, I don't know
That's
what
what I'm
Premium
saying.
gives you, but I know it's a thing.
I'll play for PlayStation Plus now. So I mean, if you go give me something, give me that shit then. I ain't gonna say, oh, how dare you take it back? No, go ahead. we gonna see what we talking about over there.
This man just yo, I can already imagine this is gonna be like piggybacking off of the Pornhub, like, you know, model, like, just at the same time, because like there's a lot of like people that make money off Pornhub, kind of like Twitch. So I can imagine, you know, hey, if you bundle up your Pornhub with your PlayStation Plus, we're gonna give you, you know, like 100 credit to throw to your favorite like amateur like streamer.
Oh snap, Lord! If it gets that far with the goddamn collaborations and shit, we do.
Yo, I mean, at that point, Twitch or Pornhub, who's making more money? You gotta think Pornhub, bro.
Man,
gotta
listen.
think
Get the full year's worth of PlayStation Plus. You get Pornhub Premium and 2,000 Twitch bits. What?
or porn bits. I don't know, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yo, I feel like I saw at some point like a live stream on Pornhub with them just being naked, like playing the game. And I'm just like, how has that not already become a thing on Pornhub?
Interesting.
Because like there's like Plexstorm is like a
controller-
platform that lets you do that.
Yeah.
But like, why not just use Pornhub to do it then?
Then just controller one hand, dick in the other, and go to town on both.
You know, fap away.
You know what I'm saying?
Why are you shaking your head? You know the first goddamn chance that we can, we would.
I'm putting on chapstick, motherfucker. What you talking about?
Gotta keep them lips nice and moist. Moist.
Will is Empress only retwisting you?
She is and she isn't. So I retwist my own hair, but she also does as well. So the last time she retwisted it for me.
I guess I gotta suck it up.
You gotta learn how to do it, my guy.
You got it, man.
I got some stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, man, you got YouTube.
I just don't know if it's this. No. I know how to twist, and I have the stuff.
Your arms do get tired though. I will say that. Like you'll be here like, not like, you know, my locks aren't like super thick either. So it's like I'll be there for a while.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. It just looks so good. Not to like shift it into a different direction, but like it looks good, you know? Like fuck. I remember when you first started talking about this, when you had like little bit of hair, you're like, I think I want to get my locks going. All right, cool. A couple years later, you're like,
That's just down to like my mid back.
We were both rocking the low cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The lowest of the low.
I remember this Theo Jamil just coming on podcast with his fresh fade and everything. It's just like now locks.
So JC Matt, he asked how long does it take now with how long they are. So the length of them doesn't make it harder because like all this down, like I don't need to retwist all the way down here because this is all already like where it needs to be.
Twisted.
Yeah, it's
Right.
already locked. But
I
like
see
the
what you mean.
roots, that's where you have to really pay a lot of attention to. And for me, it takes me like a few hours. I'm not gonna lie.
fuck.
Like, cause like I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so like I want to make sure that like, you know, all the hair is separated and like make sure it's ready to go, and then like tied enough but not too tight so it's hurting my head, you know.
Right.
But like because I have to like do it like this, it's a way more of a hassle than like my lady doing it where she's just above my head just
Put on something on the watch. You know, you're eating. She's doing that. You say something dumb. She slaps the back of your head.
We was watching a movie and she was doing it and I was like, yo, this is perfect.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Teach
I love
Dream. Man, I'll teach him, don't worry. I'll get him on. I'll get him on.
Damn, there it is.
No, you need to learn. We teaching you so you can twist my hair up. Don't get it twisted.
Yo, those are facts.
Or do.
Hey, yo, Pro F, thank you for the show. Is this Professor? Is this Charles, or is this a different Pro F? Charles! Thank you for that resub, by the way. And I don't think we did a proper shout out to everybody who was in chat, by the way. So we're gonna do that real quick before we wrap things up here. Different? Okay.
Shout out to Charles.
Either way, I appreciate you. Who's Pro F? We got Siren C, we got Gilmer, we got Ren Ryujin, JC Mac 120, Neo Princess Inkling. We have a bunch of other people. Taylor's Realm. I gotta scroll up. Bombs, my actual brother. Mystic Spade. Manganiac. I always say that wrong. I'm so sorry. Manga Aniac. We got Final Seven Sephiroth. Yes. Let's see. We have more people up here. That Art is my voice who's been lurking. We got Bay. I can't go up any more than that. But if I missed you, please let me know, and I will give you a proper shout out here. Bombs is in here, yes, and he did not win. He didn't win the competition. My brother's a rapper. For those of y'all who don't know.
Oh no shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna have him on the show at some point soon too, because we've been playing Smash Bros with him, with JC Mac 120 and his wife, as well as my sister-in-law. And my, of course, Empress Oni. We've been playing Smash Bros and Mario Kart together.
The wholesome of wholesomes.
Yeah, it's been a good time. I've been teaching them.
The judges are whack.
They kind of were whack. They were like, I won't get into it. I won't get into it. They weren't even clear about like how the voting worked, or like if people were voting just to say who it was, you know. Anyway,
you gotta be transparent about that shit, man.
Exactly. And yes, our ladies have been getting really good at Smash Bros Ultimate. Like, you know, Empress Oni's been
pretty soon they're gonna wipe your asses, and you're gonna be like, yo.
You know, I'm gonna have her on the sticks at some point on stream to let y'all know what's good. You know what I'm saying? But she's been maining Ganondorf, and she's been a
beast,
fucking b-boy.
Oh, Ganondorf.
Oh yeah.
Man. I love that.
Yeah, how you are judging indecisive? Exactly, JC Mac. Exactly. That the judges were indecisive. They were super indecisive.
I mean, he kind of good.
He kind of good. Motherfucker. I like how his whole audio just cut out.
I know, all of it cut out. He was just making gestures.
Alright, stream. I'm gonna fuck with y'all. I ain't got time for this shit.
Thank you all for being here, by the way. I appreciate you all very much. You could have been anywhere else in the world and you were watching our stream. Special shout out to Red Infamy. She's not here right now because she got another podcast. That woman is making moves. She is an awesome human being. You would all be remiss as to not follow her, so please go follow her immediately. Red Infamy. Thank you, Gilmer, for shouting everyone out.
Oh, thank you, Gil. Appreciate you, buddy.
As we do our outro, person on my right, that's you, Dream. Where can people go to find more of your face?
Oh.
You want to find more of my face? Well, all you need to do is travel your fingers over there and text @Dream Manifested. That's for IG, YouTube, and Twitch, baby. You know where to find me, all right?
Ooh.
The Harem King.
Something about these fingers here. Oh
Man, I think I'm pregnant. Yo, shout out to Siren just going, oh Lord. Yo, this ain't no Pornhub commercial.
Hey man, listen, Pornhub, real rap, real quick.
If you want to sponsor us.
If you're trying to sponsor some content creators and you're looking for some beautiful men and women who've been on this show, you should reach out. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can hit all of us up on Twitter, Instagram, email. You know, I'm sure you can find my phone number if you really tried hard enough.
Yeah, for real.
So yeah, I'm down.
I ain't giving him any more free advertising. No, but
Yeah,
seriously,
no
shout
more
out
free
to
advertising.
Pornhub. Shout out to Pornhub for doing good things.
Mm-hmm. They're here for the people.
Literally.
They came for the people. Okay, it's Yoru. Where can people go to find more?
Soon to find me more on Pornhub. Nah, I'm kidding. You can check me out on Instagram. Like I said, I got some big stuff coming up if you're a big fan of The Witcher. Definitely want to keep an eye on my IG. It's Yoru. You can catch me on Twitter as well, just tweeting out mad dumb shit on Sad Yoru. Yo, goddamn you. Damn you. But yeah, those are the two platforms for now. We're building. Trying to come back into this, all right? Appreciate y'all.
Hey, Street, and let him make sure that you gonna hold it's Yoru to this. Dragon Con 2021, okay? Dragon Con 2021, we're supposed to be doing Cloud and Baird, all right? All right.
And
We gonna do this.
you know, I told everyone at home, you know, we got a St. Jude campaign going on right now. If you want to donate to our cause, head over to my Twitch. If you're watching on or listening after the live show, go on Twitch. You can support our team directly by clicking that link. For my personal goal, I have $300 for the personal goal to raise for the children. I want to raise a lot more than that, but we're making that the minimum. If we make that money, I will get Tekken 7 so that we can play Tekken 7.
Yeah, remember, whoever ends up being the top donor for any one of us, I'm going to make you a custom jacket. This is just one of my little pieces that I got going on. If you're a big MapleStory fan back in the day, you already know, right? But yeah, I'll definitely be, I definitely want to make this happen, but I know how tough things are right now, so don't even worry. Don't stress too much, but we always appreciate everyone trying and helping us out, too, to help out the kids. I got kids, man! I got kids.
Yeah, JC Mac asked me if I have any of those nasty beans.
I'm not doing it.
You gotta boof it.
I'm not doing it.
You gotta boof it, boys.
Okay.
So I'm looking at
it's called Bean Boozle. I have some left, but I don't know. I don't want to do it.
Think of the kids, man.
I know. If things start getting dire and we're not getting donations over like a week, I'm gonna just have to do it. But like,
do it.
Oh my god, that should be funny.
I'm super reluctant. I gotta find a clip of me doing it last time.
You gotta send it to me. Kessa sent me his. I was in tears, bro.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was real bad. Only will do it for the I stale ass beans. Listen, if we can find that clip, I don't even know how far back it is. It must have been in like at least a full year.
No, don't worry, JC Mac. That's
perfect. Should have texted you first.
This siren just going. I ain't doing it for no kids. As someone that was very important to me once said, "Fuck them kids."
R.I.P.
Oh man.
Nah. Yeah, I've had some other nasty ones. I don't think I'm.
It kind of brings like the PTSD back a little bit. Not gonna lie, just like a tiny itsy bitsy bit. I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if I really want to go through that again.
See, I was too proud. The pride came before the fall. I came like 3-4 in a row. It was good. I said, oh shit, I'm knocking it back at that first nasty one.
He's like, I hope I get strawberry. You got booty hole.
Yo,
unwashed.
It gets bad, man. It gets real bad. You got a kid, so you know. Oh, you know. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm gonna put it in the Discord and on Twitter to let y'all see what happens when that happens. Which, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll find it. I don't know where it is right now. Oh shit! I think I found it.
Damn, that was quick. Right? Holy fuck. Yo, when I find it, I'm gonna post it here, and everything. Oh shit, I found it. I'm like, bro, you didn't even finish the sentence.
Oh no, I don't think this is the one that like really like
booty flavor. Probably not.
What?
Even the worst
JC
one?
Mac just being booty flavor, probably not even the worst one. What are we talking
it probably
here?
isn't the worst one. I can tell you that right now. I tasted some fucked up shit through this. Hold on.
How bad is this?
Oh man, all right, I'm gonna show y'all the clip. I found it. I tried to look for it the last time and I couldn't find it because I tried to search by what it was called, or by I tried to search it by game, but for some reason like Twitch decides sometimes to not put the actual game or what you were playing in the time. They'll put like what you started the stream off with, so it'll be like just chatting. But like I was playing Apex Legends in this, and like I clearly
we were playing together.
oh yeah, no, I remember very vividly.
Bro. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yo, his face.
I'm gonna show stream because
Oh my god.
it's bad. It's real bad.
Oh lord. Oh,
It's real
my
bad.
God.
And like the reason why I look so scared is because I already had a bad one before. So it's not like it was new to me in terms of like how bad it was going to be. But it was new to me because I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Oh no. That's funny though.
Man.
Man, that was good. That was great.
All right, here we go.
I can't wait. Let's do this.
He said bombs away. I can't stand you.
Bombs away.
Let's get to it.
Get bombs away.
He looks so scared.
Oh, that look of pure tragedy on your face.
Oh my God.
You got that fish, didn't you?
Look at that fish.
It's dead
I like
fish.
how you
Ugh.
reach- Yeah.
Look at his face.
Oh god, his
Now
face.
you know my pain. Now you know my pain.
Yo, I'm having coffee
hurt
just in
right now.
case,
Yo,
because that shit'll.
It's
That shit's
stuck in your teeth, my guy.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What up, Angel? How you doing? Shout out to Irish
God,
Puppy
I can taste
Chulo.
the
What
butter
up,
again.
baby boy?
I
Thank you for
should
coming
never
by and
did
showing
this.
everyone the love.
Yep.
Also,
Like I
yo,
said,
you
I'm
look
never
like
doing
you
this
had a
again.
bad day. I
Yeah.
can't
I
wait
refuse to do this
for
again.
us to do this again.
You see that said that you're supposed to be playing the cycle, Oni? Huh?
Wait, sorry. What about the cycle?
You see how it says
I
Black Oni
never
playing
do
the
this
cycle?
shit.
Yeah,
do
I'm
it for the
playing. I'm
kids.
playing Apex Legend. Like, what the? Come on.
No, that's because we were supposed to be the cycle.
Ooh.
You gave up on the cycle.
I'm pretty
The
sure we played the cycle that day, and then we played Apex Legends.
Dream, when we playing the cycle again, I mean, I still gotta download it.
I got
I still gotta
it too.
install.
We said we'll play that. We'll do that. We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shit. But anyway, all that to say, if we I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this podcast. I appreciate you both very much. I'm excited to do another podcast next week. I'm trying to like rotate people in and out.
Yeah, man.
Next week, not next week, the week after next, I'm going to try to get the League of Maidens developers on for that because there's some lewd content coming your way, giggity, that I'm very excited about. And yeah, I love you all very much who are in the chat, who are watching and listening to this podcast right now. We're going to go find someone else to bring this love to help make their night amazing. I don't know if I'll be streaming for the rest of today, but are either of y'all going to be streaming?
Nah, yeah, you know, I still gotta. I as much as I love it, I still gotta work on the channel. I gotta come up with some new shit. I really want to make this like, you know, St. Jude's thing like my priority. You know,
I
be
feel
like give away paintings and shit like that. All that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just want to help out as much as possible.
I feel
Also,
you.
food banks too. But I mean, like we're stuck in such a big kind of like fucked up situation where we want to help out all these other people, we can barely help out ourselves, so it sucks.
Right, and that's the other thing we have to keep in mind too, is that
That's
it's
actual factual right there.
Rare
Yeah.
sense. I love it.
rare sense.
Hashtag rare sense. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But yeah, Jamel, did you say nah you weren't gonna get on?
I might, but most likely not. Don't look for me. I'll
Okay.
find-
Look for
Okay.
I'll find you.
I'll
And
find
then I'll try
this
to
dude just
relax
said,
into the
I'll
week.
find you.
And for everyone else, take care. Keep being awesome. We're gonna go into our outro screen here.
Outro, instant cut.
Bro, I die.
I literally pressed the wrong button.
I
Yeah.
love that. That was beautiful. I
You know,
love you.
I think it says the stream is still up. So here we go. We're at the correct outro, right? So we're good, right? I think we're fine.
Yes, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Using
I like how you got my fucking.
you like that?
I like how you got the little. Jesus Christ. I love those. I love that comic so much, just because it's so you never fucking know what you get with those with
Yeah.
that comic.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's like I saw that and I put it as my filter. It's just like, you see that guy? Yeah, he's a failure. I'm like, holy shit.
You know, we're gonna give this love to Black Girl Gamers because I think JN is on right now, and she is incredible as well. We got to get her on the show.
Get it, boy.
She started the Girl Gamers group, Black Girl Gamers group. Wow, I can't speak. She's been interviewed by like a ton of different magazines and publications. Like she has been doing some amazing work in terms of representation in this industry as well. And I think you all are going to absolutely love her. So we're going to bring this host over to her right now.
Hey.
Red Black Girl Gamers. Actually do this. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I cannot raid this channel? Really?
Bruh.
Fine, screw it. I can host
No,
them,
you're hosting.
but I
Okay,
can't
cool.
raid.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now what? Oh, it is what it is.
And we. Oh, hold on, wait a minute.